know what time it is? It's time for Rando! Today, we are here for an amazing race, and somebody is typing very loudly.
Yes, I am. I am ready. Hello. Sorry. The timer on the comms page still says -2.
Well, yeah, that's because there's 2 minutes until it starts.
Yeah,
Also, just be aware,
yeah.
this is my computer just switching over. The stream isn't dead. It's just that my computer's garbage. But yes, that's because the stream's on a 10-minute delay, remember?
Yep. Well, cool. Holy crap. Here we are 4 months later. We finally are getting to what could be the conclusion of the 4-month run. If it goes to tomorrow, it truly is a 4-month run.
Yeah, we've been at this for a while, and oh my goodness, this is still amazing.
It's been an amazing tournament.
Oh yeah, especially I mean, I haven't kept up with anything that's happened since the last time I was on comms, but I don't think that there's anything that has happened since the last time I was on comms. I was on comms for Marco versus Bonnaroo, and that was a race to behold for sure. Just flawless execution all the way around. The only thing that made any kind of real difference was routing decisions, and man, I was on the edge of my seat, every waiting with every bated breath. Oh, that hash! It's almost there's something about that that's almost perfect, and it's the keyword almost.
It has its own special appeal.
Yeah, in the race IRC, the boys were typing so much green.
The boss key just had to ruin it. Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
All right, it's time.
That is a disgusting tunic on Marco. I'm sorry. That's just... ugh.
He's channeling his inner ATZ with some
pink.
Some pink. Yeah, let me... we've got what the hell's game audio. It is really low, so let me see if I can switch over to Marco's. Let's see if that's any better for us. Yeah, there we go. That's a little louder.
And a slingshot to start.
Insta slingshot, okay.
Deku's in logic.
Instant logic Deku.
Deku first wins again, like always.
Mm-hmm. Well, that remains to be seen. But how about you ask Rob Dog that question? I assume you will only ever get one answer.
I mean, how often is Deku actually Baron?
Yeah.
Not often enough.
Not often enough. That's actually a good answer. I would trade. I would trade outside Ganon's castle for a Deku Tree Baron any day.
Ooh, and a dot wallet.
Okay.
There's your ground tunic and a lot of blue rupees.
Yeah, is this this is gonna be the moment where it looks like there's some divergence here. Here it is. Here's the first major divergence. There's gonna be a 40 rupee pickup and a slingshot target.
I'm curious if he actually does a slingshot target, or if he just checks a gossip stone, because he does like to check the gossip stone a lot to begin his runs.
Yeah, but I think if he's collecting that 40, I think he's gonna go and probably save scum that potentially.
I would imagine so. Might as well. And a Ganon's fortress, or with that, yeah, it's Ganon's fortress. I don't think that's a location.
Ganon's fortress.
That's a fortress Baron.
Long
Way the hero, which is probably the song, but you never know.
Who knows? I find that the Iron Boots really love to hide there. Like, if I ever find a way the hero for Lon Lon Ranch, it's, I mean, yeah, most of the time it's the song, but if it's ever the item, Talon doesn't ever have anything. It's always the stupid ass iron boots that are hiding out in the in the back of the silo. Yeah, no scum on that.
I'm very surprised. But if he picks up an item here, not... Well, it's double defense. I guess
Double
that
defense!
somewhat
3
helps.
Hey, what a meme we got here, folks.
Yeah, insta health, because these guys really need that extra bit to, you know, to keep them going.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's always nice to have. You can play a little bit more cocky, a little bit more reckless with it. Every second counts. What the hell's happened? Looks like he's going to do the South Grotto route.
Yep. Hope Marco can get this time of day. Should get it just fine with the positioning of that sun.
Very close, but makes it right in the nick of time.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Had like maybe 3 seconds to spare there, if even.
If even.
So Marco, going straight to market. What the hell's happened? Doing South Hyrule route. Will he just check Open Grotto, or is he also gonna visit Gerudo Valley and do that loop?
I'm kind of hoping for some Gerudo Valley from what the hell's happened, because that's 4 extra pieces of information for us, the viewers, to watch for.
Oh yes, I love divergence. I'm gonna get an early Valkyrie Z play. What was that hint in the grotto? I did miss that.
Something about the wasteland. I also missed it, guys. So the first one. Yeah. Requiem of Spirit will teach Prelude.
Okay, so not too useful. And we are gonna get that Gerudo play, which is gonna be nice. Looks like 50's dead. Ice Arrow Chest is dead. Big Goron's dead. And Composer Grave has a bomb bag. So you get an early ZL, maybe do some flame storage. Grab your bomb bag real quick. Gonna be very early on to get if you get an early ZL, but no 50 seed's always nice.
Well, nice for them. Maybe not the nicest
Yeah,
for
nice for
us.
So for me personally, 50 seed skulls are good for because I'm one of the few things that I'm actually really good at this game is skull collecting, and I can use it as a crutch for my advantage.
You see, I personally love 50 skulls as long as you know within the first half hour. If you get late 50 skull hint, then I'm kind of annoyed because I could have been routing in this entire time. Like,
Frogs
I'll grab
2 is
skulls
dead.
if they're nearby, but... And 40's
40
dead.
skulls dead. Okay.
So skull is becoming less and less useful.
So that's 40 and 50 gone, right?
These memes are dying left and right, Lost. I don't appreciate it.
You know that I either roll 2-hour jet seeds or 4-hour grinds. There is no in between. It's one or the other. I don't roll, like, neutral seeds. They're either great or horrible for whatever reason. So, I'm absolutely expecting something to come around and troll us.
Oh, I very much hope so.
But this might be one of the rare nice seeds. It's always possible.
Not for the grand finals, Lost. Need all the memes to come true today.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a condom?
Condom. Yep. There's
I
a
doubt
condom
anyone's
on the
gonna
bottom
be
of
Suitor
the
safe.
getting
Safely.
protection. No protection today. Unfortunately. That's an early Requiem. Always a nice song to have.
Yeah,
With
because
Slingshot.
that chains. That means you can
And
instantly
yeah, that
get
changed
another
into
song.
Prelude.
Yep,
chains
get
into Prelude,
which is nice for
specifically,
Child.
Oh, we learned that Prelude was at Requiem?
Yep.
Mhm.
Ah, okay, sorry, I missed that. I was spending the first couple minutes getting everything cropped and making sure that our audio was good. You know, because I want to put on a good show for you, chat! This is grand finals!
And I'm loving the divergence still right now. Be better if What the Hell's Happened goes adult right away.
Well, Marco going into 3-song, he's hitting up Malin. Or the ranch,
Yeah, it's
gonna
always
do
good.
the other checks there, right?
Always
Oh, yeah.
refreshing to see. Always refreshing to see a 3-song route. I really like watching 3-song because the chance that it creates divergence against the other runners in this season is pretty high.
Yeah, 3-song versus early adults versus Gerudo Valley Loop, though, and which order those occur, like how people route those. You know, one item, you know, one important thing like ZL being on Windmill, or something essential being on Gerudo Valley Waterfall can make or break a seed in that early routing divergence. Like, these are obviously things that are always gonna be taken care of, but if there's a big change right up front, somebody has a clear advantage, can more efficiently
Nocturne.
clear their regions. Nocturne, well,
That's likely way the hero.
yeah, we don't know if we need that, but that's probably pretty darn important.
Yeah. But I would say
And
this
if
is a
nothing
very
else,
good
it's very
siege.
nice to be able to move around a little faster as Child.
Oh yeah.
Without Prelude, without Serenade, having Nocturne is nice to be able to get quick access to Kakariko.
You see, this seed is I love because it very much pushes you to stay Child long. You got early slingshots, so you have Deku open very quickly. You also start with a stone, so making that Deku play early is usually a good call. On top of that, Lon Way the hero, you usually want to check that right away. So it's just a lot of signs pushing you. And also Composer Grave having a bomb bag. If you find ZL in the 3-song route, go to Composer Grave. Flame Storage, go ahead and get your bomb bag. So it's pretty nice to say Child.
Yeah, just want to give a quick shout out that I see all these resubs coming in, and I appreciate all of you. I'm not going to be able to give everybody an individual shout out, but I love you. You're wonderful. Thank you for your continued support for what we do here.
Let's see what the hell has happened. Pulls an ATZ on Slingshot minigame, which Marco did not do, by the way. And the 3-song route is just not going early adult. You get the song from the Zelda Lullaby check, the Saria check, and holy
on
smokes,
Shooting
that's
Gallery.
a hook shot.
That's what I mean by
oof. That's a big oof if Marco doesn't go back for it.
those subtle little changes in what you hit, what you don't, what you gamble on skipping, and how it can seriously impact things. That is something in What the Hell's favor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's in his favor
huge.
for sure. I guess the amount of favor that generates for him is going to be whether or not he decides to go adult after getting this, or if he decides to continue being a child. If I was What the Hell's Happened, I would also think about. I would also think that Marco had this.
Yeah. That's something you typically don't skip, but I mean, when you get there to market at night, you don't have much of a choice unless you go back into the market after the ZO check.
Yeah, I think he's definitely bound to get that hook shot sooner than later.
Mm-hmm. The thing that would scare me the most, if he gets Prelude, he routes out the rest of Child to where he's done at night, and then he just plays Prelude. He can't actually do the Slingshot game, so he just goes adult. But that's a big if. The Shroud Spirit would make a lot of sense with Slingshot, Sphere Zero, and an early Requiem.
I'm just so hyped for all of this. Like, this is... Oh, man.
Ooh,
Oh,
bombs
wow.
inside of Deku.
Rob wins.
Deku first wins
And
again.
a big
And
one.
big
Big
on sword.
Okay, well...
Frickin' Deku, man.
An extended Child 1 seems to be a good play today. Getting hookshot, getting bombs, like, whichever variation of Child routing. Sticking around as Child a little longer seems to be the play today, unless we see something just ridiculous on, you know, Guru Guru or something like that.
We still got 3 more checks. No, sorry, 4 more checks. Again, Deku, so it could be even more loaded. Deku's just insane.
Could this be the most stacked rendition of Deku Tree yet? Hopefully.
Wouldn't that be
find out.
amazing for the finals? Every check being an item. Even Goma. That's even better.
That's appropriate.
Oh, that's great.
Well, that meme's dead.
All right,
Poor
every
fool.
check but one of them is an item.
Well,
Boss!
now we know where the bombs are.
That's all 3 bomb bags already. Holy
Wait, all 3?
smokes.
That was
Yeah, there's
all...
a bomb bag and composer grave.
Oh my goodness.
So that's all 3. Holy smokes.
Oh, did
Okay,
we get a
so it's
hint the
always
bomb
funny
bag
it-
was in Composer?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I'm
always
sorry,
funny
I
in my
missed the
notes.
hints. I'm the worst.
That's what we're here for, Lost.
You
It's always
guys,
funny.
and
In
more
my notes, I
importantly,
have to-
chat will correct me on all my mistakes.
And we were talking in the last match that I was on comms how how it was August that had a bingo idea for like a commentary
Oh, yeah.
bingo, and
I've
chat
seen
bails
some
out
boards.
comms is one of the squares.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Are you kidding me?
The dream is continuing!
This is crazy. What even is this? Tekko
Dog
is
wins.
stacked. And Child in general being stacked, because, I mean,
Oh,
we got
yeah.
Requiem, which chains to Prelude. Neither of them have it yet, but they can get it whenever they want it. That hook shot on Slingshot minigame, hopefully when Marco goes back to market, he will hit that up and get his as well. Looks like What the Hells is continuing his 3-song. Continuing early adult, so headed to Lon Lon Ranch now as Marco jumps into his Goma fight.
And I really
Alright.
hope there's an item off Goma. I really do. So
Yeah, me
every
too.
check would be an item except the ice trap. A clean Goma fight. Not
Yeah,
too surprising, it's Marco.
Come on,
And we'll
let's
see
go.
what the reward off Goma is, because neither of
Let's
these
go.
lads have
Strength
gone
one.
adult. Nobody's checked the pedestal yet.
Strength 1, let's go.
That would be
What's it
Gonna
lovely.
be- Oh, I'm on the edge of my seat for what is on Goma.
It's-
No, well, I mean,
Bomb
that's...
Phil. Oh, Talon's chickens, again, not paying out. Not useful today. What
And
the hell?
the
Making
medallion
sure to
from
grab that.
Deku.
Ooh,
So
lovely.
loaded and also required. That's lovely.
How loaded was Deku? 2 bomb bags and magic.
and a big Oron sword.
And a big Oron sword.
Which that alone, I mean, even if Deku had
That's-
nothing but Bigger on Sword, that would still be amazing. Because that is an amazing weapon.
Oh, Nocturne from Epona.
Yeah, we saw Marco get that a few minutes ago.
Oh, right.
Oh, it's all good. But you know, if I played this seed, this clearly is a lost rolled seed. Because Gerudo's Fortress is foolish. And y'all know how much I love horseback archery.
It's so much fun. I
So
I
this
would do
is-
it 20 times in a row.
Even if everything else in this seed turned out to be absolute hot garbage, which it doesn't look like it's gonna be, that right there would make me super happy with this seed. Yeah, that Nocturne being way of the hero, that is something to keep in mind. Almost certainly we're gonna see Shadow being a medallion once we get a pedestal check, but Extended Child 1 seems to be the play.
Yeah, I would assume it would have to make Shadow required, just because I don't think Nocturne could be way the hero.
It
regardless.
doesn't necessarily have to be Shadow Temple is required. There may be something in Shadow Temple. It doesn't necessarily have to be the boss
true.
reward. Or
That is
the
true.
temple reward. It could be that there's just something in the map chest that's required. For whatever reason. We don't know. We
And
can only
Resident Sleeper
speculate
time.
right now.
Despite it being 20 minutes into the seed, Marco still comes out at double D's with 3 hearts because how everything has been stacked.
That's when you know it's a good seed.
Did Marco pick up the double D? Because I know what the
Yeah,
hell's
he
happened.
just got it.
Okay, he did.
Yeah, he
It
just
was
picked it up.
slingshot.
And
Yeah,
and went down
gotcha.
to the Ocarina game now.
And what the hell's happened is gonna be very happy after his Deku tree. And nothing off Ocarina minigame. The worst minigame in the game. By far. It's so boring. Even shortened, it's still too much.
Man, everything is kind of chaining into the Way of the Hero locations that we have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They have easy access to the graveyard, and well, Lon Lon Ranch was just easy in
Nocturne.
general to get.
And they have that
but now,
knowledge.
yeah, they have that knowledge. Plus, if What the Hell's Happened decides to not do Lost Woods after this Deku Tree in favor of getting the Skull Mask so he can complete that in one fell swoop, he has the knowledge of where Prelude is, so that is going to be one thing under his belt over Marco if that happens. We don't know.
Grim,
if it's
can
gonna
I take just a minute to explain where we're at in the tournament right here? Chat's asking a lot of questions about that.
Sure.
This is game 1 of Grand Finals. This is a double elimination tourney. What the hell's happened? Has not lost a match. So, if he wins today, it will be Marco's second loss of the tournament, and Marco will be out, and What the Hells will win. If Marco wins, then that will leave them both tied at a single loss, and whoever wins game 2 will have the second elimination against their opponent. So that's why What the Hell's Happened is showing as having a 1-game lead. Also, Krim, your keyboard is very loud.
Oh my gosh! I muted on the wrong mic.
Whoops!
Mic.
So that's why it's
I
showing What
muted
the
on the
Hell
wrong
has
one.
1 win right now. He doesn't actually, have a win in the, best of 3 sense, but since this is double elimination, he only needs to win 1 more game. He has 0 losses, which counts towards elimination.
That loss is always loud. That's why we
Yep,
love her.
I'm always loud. Also, the folks who help
Sorry,
run
song
ZSR
track.
have told
That's
me
been-
that the mics are
vanilla.
balanced properly, so I'm gonna go with their opinions.
Loss, this isn't even rando. That's a vanilla song. Come on now. Disappointed.
Learning 50 Skulls is dead yet again.
Yep. Sad days.
Hey, happy reminders.
Still waiting to see what's on Oot.
Yep. Hopefully that's one of the 2 hints that we get up here on top of the maze.
Yeah, that's
Hopefully.
info that we want. And I'm sure they want too, but we
Oh,
want
no!
Oh no, that's unfortunate.
Marco! And he's just going, screw it, I'll come back as adult. So if there is important knowledge to be gained there, that's gonna be advantageous to what the hell.
I'm actually surprised he didn't go back for the hints.
So Russian and I were discussing before the beginning of the match that we feel like What the Hells got more of a chance as a player to take an out of the way risk. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen there. If it's going to be just straightforward play, given that everything is so stacked and given to us right here, or if there's going to be some crazy galaxy brain plays made that pay off.
Yeah, let's just hope there's nothing on Dompe races says what the hell's happened does not enjoy those checks. With honestly how bad he got burned on it a few seeds ago, I think he might just do it to be safe.
Yeah. And chat pointing out the fact that what the hell's happened between both seasons of Randomizer tournaments, Season 1 and Season 2, what the hell's happened has remained undefeated against every opponent except for losing twice to ATZ in Grands, when ATZ made his ridiculous salty rush from round 1 getting in loser's bracket and just grinding through the opposition there to make it back into Grands and resetting the bracket and winning the final match. So what the hell's happened has only ever lost in a tournament setting to ATZ. That is the only player who has defeated him in tournaments.
Yeah, what the hell's happened is just an insane player.
Yeah, he has
From
remained
execution
undefeated
to
so far
routing.
in this tournament. And since it is double elimination, he would have to lose 2 matches to be eliminated. Thus why Marco would need to win today, and if there is a game 2, it is scheduled for tomorrow.
What time should everybody expect to be back here if there is an extension of this
Let
game?
me double check that, because I don't have it off the top of my head. I know it's too darn early for me. It is at 11 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. UTC, which unfortunately is 8 a.m. for me, so that's not great. But other
Not
people
even
will
a
be able to enjoy it.
24-hour rest period. Just gotta go
Hey, these
straight
two
back
scheduled
at
it amongst themselves.
Yep.
I know some folks are hoping for Marco to win just to have an extra match in this tournament, just to have even more hype.
Hey, the more matches, the better.
I'm gonna try not to let my biases show too hard, because Marco is an amazing player, and if he wins, he deserves wins. But I'm rooting for what the hell. I would like to see him get what he was so close to getting Season 1. Getting that win. ATZ ruined that. If Marco ruins that for him again, that's just heartbreak.
And a small key in Shout Spirit.
If he comes out in second place there, he's gonna be like me in job interviews, champion of the silver medal.
So moving back a little bit, Marco is checking Child's Spirit. He did find a small key in that second chest.
Don't you
He's gonna
worry,
go a
chat.
little bit deeper.
Volunteers have already been assigned for tomorrow's Game 2 match. Yes, and as Trez is pointing out, I thought this was going to be a surprise, so I didn't say anything. But if Marco wins today and pushes this to a Game 2, yes, OOTR Game 2 will be featured on Twitch front page.
Ooh.
So,
That's amazing.
For, purely monetary reasons, there might be reason to root for Marco today. But I still would like to see what the hells stay undefeated. That's just me. Oh,
And a nice
and
trap
another
in
ice
Child's
trap.
Spirit. Always nice to see. Another small key.
I mean, since he hasn't found a single strength yet, continuing in Child's Spirit isn't a bad play.
I mean, when you have the keys to keep moving forward, you might as well keep going. You never know what you can find, because this is still all in logic. You find bow here, your logical bow. Hover boots, just any mirror shield, just something. We still don't know what dungeons are required, but you get an early item here. That's could be a nice head start for you. But what the hell's happened? Still clearing out Lost Woods and Sacred Forest Meadow. Marco getting some love.
let's hope for no repeat of a short hop down to the middle of the maze. Hopefully we the viewers get 2 extra minutes. Yeah, me too.
So far, Shadow Spirit having nothing, but it did have some keys. So So Spirit is required. Requiem could be logically required to obtain. Don't quite know yet, obviously. But let's say, we already have it, but could be able to be skipped. Go here's Child's. If What the Hells doesn't make the Child Spirit play, could be nice. Like we said before, What the Hells likes to take risks.
Mm-hmm. And risky play is definitely fun to watch as a viewer.
Mm-hmm. And no short hop? Hey, no short hop.
Graveyard Way to Hero
Way to
time.
Hero.
That's the second time.
Okay, getting that dupe. Is this our ocarina hit?
Long range
wait.
twice.
Okay.
No.
Nothing required. Duplicate hints.
So, Marco didn't lose out on anything not being able to check that as Child. I mean, when he goes for Minuet, he's gonna check those out, but, you know, doesn't really need that info right this moment.
Let's see if there's anything on the right hand. Hammer!
Megaton Hammer!
Hey!
Well,
Hello.
That is quite the... I mean, good. We don't know if we need it yet, but
but that is still a
that could be big.
big
That
get.
could be very big.
That is... Like I said, if Marco wins, I have nothing against him winning. He is an incredible rando player.
And here's
Like-
Adult 1, 29 minutes in.
Yep.
No hook shot, by the way.
Hey, and
no
we're finally gonna hopefully
shot.
get a pedestal check. Yeah, he did not go back to get that hook shot. Ooh, that might
And that could be very, very
that might
big.
make a bit of difference.
Because no force dip. And if
And can't hit
force has
up
something important,
and doesn't have access to God, words are
down
escaping.
goes.
Oh, here's our
Doesn't have
medallion.
access
Light
to the
and
cavern
speed.
to get into
Water.
Fire
Forest
Temple
and
without that hook
shadow.
shot.
That's true.
Fire
yeah.
and fire.
So quite the lineup. Force being a stone, so and fire being a stone. So wow, that hammer could be useless. We still don't know what's on boot though.
No, still don't know that, and not even a chance. Not even a chance that in the direct future for Marco that we see a dip into forest. Logically, he has the ability to enter, of course, but
And
maybe
ZL
out of his
is
way.
wow, ZL on Oot. So all
DL is
dungeons
actually on Ocarina. Oh boy,
lost. Thank you, Lost.
that is an all dungeon seed.
He's hard.
I told you there would be a twist. I
I knew that plot
told you.
twist.
What a twist!
No, that hook shot just became way bigger now. Because you
Yep.
have to do forest.
I told you there'd have to be
And
sort of
earlier
twist
than
here.
later. And that hammers require, so if What the Hell's Happened doesn't go Child Spirit, that's ooh. This is actually
Also,
an amazing start.
just to show it off to y'all. Oh my god, why are all of my... Oh, it's because I moved stuff. That's why all of my... It's like, why are all my memes broken? Oh right, I had to move some stuff around on my computer, so some of my memes are broken. There we go. Oops, all dungeons!
I love that song.
I honestly, I don't even remember who made that. I wish I could give them credit. Ooh,
Ooh,
scale
scale.
on Dompe Race. So
That is nice for quick domain
Interesting.
access if you find Serenade soon.
what was it that it was out at the Rudo letter bottle check?
A
Was
condom.
that chunk? Ah, okay.
Yep, it was just the condom.
Okay, you
Randomized
guys let me know if
condom color
everything
wins.
starts breaking. I'm gonna start setting up some of my other memes in case we need to use them. I need to
Oh
like
yes.
go through and
Yes.
re-add
Yeah,
those
like-
links back in because
The condom is Naru's love, by the way. Chat. Few people asked. But yeah, this is actually pretty big. Depending on when What the Hell's Happened decides to do Child's Spirit to get that hammer for all dungeons, and when Marco decides to go back to Child to do Slingshot minigame, they're both missing all dungeon items.
And a strength 1!
And a strength 1 on
Dampe
Dompe Race.
stack.
Oh god, what the hell? Do not skip Dompe Races for the love of everything.
Dompe is definitely
Not skip.
important today.
The first one's a scale, because if he gets nothing from the first one, he'll sometimes skip the second. Oh no.
Oh.
And we could get a French vanilla bow as well. Could you imagine that? An all dungeon seed. A French vanilla bow. Now with Graveyard Way the hero? Hopefully not. Again, I have seen what the hell's happened. Skip Graveyard Dompe races with Graveyard Way the hero. Especially when he has Nocturne. I don't think he does it on 1v1, but...
just a blue rupee by Andrew there.
Okay, I think
And
I have all the
nothing's
memes
ever
ready for if we need them.
You literally have every meme.
Well,
Ready.
I
Kuiper's
don't
happy.
have all of
Big-
them like preloaded in the scene, and I moved where stuff was saved on my computer. So when I went to show the Oops All Dungeons, it didn't load anything because there wasn't that file at that location anymore. I needed to redirect.
Yup. I get you.
And finally, our fourth
Dins!
heart. And also, Dins is in... That was Border of Destiny, correct? My voice is
Yeah.
cracked really
Yeah,
bad.
that was the boulder.
Dance fire!
Dins!
And we've got
fire!
Magic and Nocturne, so can already dip it.
Yup.
Yeah.
That's... What even? What is
Let's
this
say
seed?
Typically, when Shadow Medallion's on Forest Medallion, it's usually an early dungeon, not always, but it's definitely shaping up to be that way so far.
Picking
Yeah,
up Bolero on Guru.
That does give Marco access
that
now.
gives him that Fire Temple
Fire.
access that skipping the hookshot avoided.
Could be nice.
Wait, Boom?
And Boomerang.
Is that Boomerang on Bombchu Bowling?
I'm calling it. That's gotta be an
Hopefully
ice
it's an
trap.
ice trap.
We've
I would
got
love
to
that
have
to be
more
an ice
ice traps.
We already got, what,
This game
2 out
cannot
of...
be this stacked. There are
it's
not
what,
this many
6?
items that exist in this game.
This is crazy.
Ice Trap. If he gets Ice Trap, he might actually die. Please. For the meme.
It's
is
real! It's real!
Wow.
What?
So add a Boomerang to the arsenal.
God. What
35
even?
minutes
This is
in.
crazy. Oh, 2 bomb eggs found, 3rd known. Slingshot found, hookshot found, boomerang found, strength 1 found, scale found, hammer found. What? What?
It is important to note that What the Hells is going adult without doing Child Spirit. And there's
And
bow
a bow on
on
the man on the
adult
roof.
on the man on the roof.
What
That's-
the hell?
So that's forest completely open.
Yeah, and Magic and Begorons already found. Both of those
Wow.
being in Deku Tree.
Holy
I'm
smokes.
so confused by this seed. What is this generosity? What is gonna be? What are we gonna go on the wild goose chase for?
Mirror
Still Master
Shield.
Iron Boots.
Mirror Shield, hovers.
It's a lost seed. No Deaky babies are involved.
There better be some babies. I want to see the babies.
Now, do we see What the Hells go for that? Go for that couple of shadow checks to capitalize on Nocturne Way of the Hero. Ocarina of Time teaches
Well,
us like he's
indeed.
gonna go.
So, yeah, I'll say without Dins and without Hookshot, Marco could not do that. So, oh, what if it's Vanilla Hovers? That would be nice.
That actually would be nice
That would.
and appropriate, actually, in an all dungeon seed.
Yep. With that early Shadow access, that makes sense to dip Shadow to me. That seems like a very smart play.
It's what I would do.
Getting the Shadow
honestly.
Temple starter kit right there. I need to go find the Shadow Temple starter kit meme. I don't have that, I don't think. Do I?
And Marco is gonna go into DC. First time we're gonna see this, and with Hammer, it is insanely quick to do DC. Absolutely insane speed.
New hint here as well.
There's a grave hint again.
Bah.
I mean, hey, we have the 40, 50, Big Goron hint, Frogs hint, Oot hint. Still missing two Way the Heroes, I believe. You got Lon Lon and Graveyard. And Fortress being Foolish.
Have we found our second foolish hint yet?
I don't believe so.
Because if that's the case,
Oh,
then
30
we
is
now
a bottle. Thank you.
we now have half of the we have half of the Way of the Hero hints found and half of the foolish hints found. Not just by virtue of we have 2 locations in 1 location. We have 4 total copies of Way of the Heroes and 2 total copies of Foolish found.
Yeah.
So any of the other ones that we find will finally give us new information about that.
I know that this one isn't entirely accurate for the situation, but gosh darn it, I wanted to show it off anyway. Light arrows in DC.
Oh boy.
That's always nice. So that's another item out of the way that also pretty much makes Strength 3 obsolete.
And
Unless it was
you
on
have to
double
remember
defense
who's
fairy.
got those
So,
light arrows, though.
Yeah, this gotta be something wrong with this seed. Because
Didn't we
CO
see an
on all
outside
dungeons
GC hint?
is not that bad with this seed.
Didn't we see an outside GC hint though?
Did we?
It really isn't.
I thought we had. Maybe I'm
I talked
imagining
about-
things.
Unless
I
Marco
did
doesn't get his
talk
hook shot
about it.
anytime
I said-
soon.
Okay.
I said I would trade out
Which I can't imagine he skips that
outside
for that long with Bomb Tube Bowling still
for
open.
Deku.
Mhm.
And Prelude.
Things we need
What
for
else
go
happened? Gonna
mode.
do his
We need
Dompe
to
races.
find the
Preferably
long
get both
shot.
his scale and his. God,
Things
I forgot
needed
what's on
for
the
go
second one.
mode. Long shot,
Strength.
a second strength, Rudo's letter,
Shield.
Scale and strength will be on.
hovers
Mirror
and
shield.
mirror
Races?
shield. And either an additional scale or irons. Possibly irons hard required, depending on if there's something essential in the central pillar.
Boss key in
Bomb
center
back
pillar,
chest
anyone?
giving nothing. Still just light arrows and only that in DC. But with
Yep.
this
and you
many
gotta-
items to start the run, I don't think you complain. I think you're just happy to find light arrows
This-
early on.
Well, this is one of those ones where, like, if you're not, super versed in rando routing, this is just like, it's throwing so many options in your face.
I didn't
Kind
even
of
come back because I
difficult to
couldn't hear you
figure out
guys
what you
anymore.
even want to do.
Oh, have
what
we
the
just
hell,
been silent
getting
for
his
like
scale
the
now?
longest time?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you guys for like last 10 minutes.
Oh.
I thought something was wrong.
Oh, no.
I was like, wait, well, they've been quiet for a really long time.
You also have to consider who has those light arrows in tow. Marco won't have a real chance to showcase any kind of light arrow strats since he's not going to be able to dip into forest without that hook shot. But Marco likes to use light arrow strats. If you've never watched Marco play before, Stalfos beware.
Lit arrows are pretty nice. Better than ice arrows, at least. So what the hell happens? Gonna be very happy here in a minute when you find strength, and then I can only imagine shortly finds bow.
Yeah, he's gotta find that in the next few minutes.
I mean, especially with hook shot, it's so quick and easy to get over to him.
Nobody uses hookshot. That jump is free. Either of the setups for the jumps are just free.
For which jump?
Getting to man on roof.
Oh, yeah, it's free. Totes free.
If you want to, you don't even have to do the jump. Just hook shot.
There's only one instance where I'll use the hook shot, and it's if
I don't
just
think
got
I
it
have
really
ever used hookshot to get up there. Like, ever.
Alright. Let's pick up that Bolero of fire on what the hell's end.
One thing to keep in mind, did Marco hit the lake as child? I don't remember. Did he set a Scarecrow song?
No.
Can Pierre bite him in the
Scarecrow
butt?
song set. Pierre could bite him in the butt, but you have to
Unlikely.
you have to consider Marco has to go child before that would even be necessary for it to bite him in the butt anyway, because he doesn't have the hook shot.
I'm talking about
Even if he
going
did.
to Fire Temple, but you're right. He doesn't even have a. You're right. He doesn't
Right.
have a hook shot to utilize Pierre anyway.
Yeah. So by transient property, the hook shot is what's going to bite him in the butt if Pierre's got something, notably the boss key.
Yeah, but he can go digging and gain a little knowledge about what is or isn't available out there.
Yup. For me as a player, I find Fire Temple to be a very scary place to go early, especially going on it with little information. These runners have quite a good bit of information. They know it's all dungeons. Any progress made toward the end of a dungeon is worth it. So in this instance, I would be pretty happy to go and dig around in Fire Temple. If we didn't have the AD knowledge, then I would be very scared to do that, especially without that hook shot.
And Marco hitting the maze. Have that hammer damage stored for crowd stabbing, because it's fun to poke at rocks like that. Make them shatter. We're gonna see if there's anything
I
useful.
should have, that would be all dungeons is what AD stands for.
Yes, based on
First
song
hook shot on the
placements,
screenshot minigame.
it is required to complete all dungeons this seed. Oh, 30's dead
smart.
now too.
Yep, to our knowledge, we have, but we have
Maybe
it's
dead.
our first bottle.
Probably
it is
dead.
our first bottle.
Well, Rudo's letter is guaranteed necessary, so it's
What if Rudo's letter
probably
is
not going
off
to be
of,
required a third.
Big Poe.
It's
That'd be a nice meme.
probably dead. 40 and 50 are definitely dead. 30 is probably dead unless we hit some weird fringe case. Which, given how weird this seed is already playing out to be, honestly, yeah, that probably wouldn't surprise me if it required 30 skulls to thaw King Zora for some nonsense.
I mean, we need something
I like the
to be
way
wrong
you
here.
think.
This is way too easy so far. Still need a lot of items, though. Still missing two-way the hero hint, still. And that's just a
Yep.
repeat of Medigoron. So I'm gonna assume Marco buys Goron Tunic.
The dream.
goes fire?
Yes,
No.
Tom. The dream is alive. We don't know where Rudo's letter is, and we have found one wallet already, so a second wallet. If we find a second wallet, still no Rudo's letter. Still no other bottles.
The broken knife
Can't-
is
Can't see
vanilla
what that is.
and rando.
Looks
That's
like a
just a
quiver?
bundle of arrows? Or a quiver, maybe?
It looked like a quiver to me, but it's kind of hard to tell. It's small.
I'm quivering
It's
with
smallish on my
anticipation.
screen.
You thought you got away with having one stream where Crimson A didn't make a pun. Nope, not gonna happen.
I would be disappointed if we didn't get any puns. We need puns. We need the funnies here.
And there's Pharaoh's Wind.
Oh,
That's a nice
Crores,
item to have,
nice.
especially with Shadow being required.
Yeah, that is a handy one.
And see, those are some of the checks I can see what the hell is skipping. Especially with hookshot, strength, and bow.
DMC Way of Hero. We just saw it.
Okay.
On Marco's side, on the climb there, on the climbing wall there. DMC Way
Devil
of the
May
Hero.
Cry, Way of the Hero.
If it's Furor's for Water Temple skull logic, then I will eat someone's hat. I don't have one, but goodness gracious. If Furor's Wind is logically required because of skull nonsense.
I don't believe it can be, though, because
No,
30 skulls are in logic.
It is potentially possible for Furor's Wind to be logically required. But these guys wouldn't need it because they know how to sequence break.
True, but here's the other thing. They also have boomerang and hookshot available to them. Like there's a lot of skulls that are open. There are beyond 30 that are definitely available from just those 2 items alone.
I'm pretty sure they almost have 50 available to them right now.
And Marco checking these hints that he couldn't get earlier because he fell. And just seeing that they're dupes.
Finally get to see what's on the menu at Song Check. Sun Song. It's a nice one to have.
Yep, and I'm imagining, with all that hint knowledge in tow, I think that Marco will go back to the graveyard right now and check a Sun Song grave. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah.
Nope, he's headed out to...
He's headed out to
the Fire Temple.
I don't know that I personally agree with this play, but I see its merits.
Or more of the Crater, since he did just get
He
that
wants to see what this
DMC
song
wave
is.
hero. Yeah, he wants
Song
to...
of Time.
Ooh.
Okay, Song of Time.
That's
Deep
that's a
water
risky
or
one.
toilet?
What was in the windmill? What was the item in the windmill?
I don't think there was anything good on the item on the windmill, was there?
Because Song of Time is
Yeah.
Or wait, no,
But
not on
that's
these
jump.
settings.
Not in-
I'm
not
forgetting
in
that we
these.
have all the lovely tricks enabled. I'm forgetting.
Yep. That has been honestly the hardest part about commentary, because I see Song of Time and I've got the logic embedded from the past qualifiers and weeklies so hard that I'm just now starting to think about the new stuff when I run my own seeds, and now I'm kind of hardwired to think about it in the new fashion. So bringing it back to 4.0, I still have the urge to say all those other logically required things from quals.
And what the hell's slaying not quite a dragon, slaying a dinosaur. We've got
Close
a dragon
enough.
elsewhere.
I would imagine, though, he's going to be on his way to Forest soon enough.
He's got
with it being
Forest
fully
Kit.
in logic. See, I can't imagine what the hell is when he starts running out of dungeon progression will put off Child Spirit for too long when he knows it's required. That just comes down to when Marco wants to go back Child to get hookshot. Honestly, I don't think he'll put it off too long either.
Let's hope that Marco hasn't had just a brain slip and just thought that he did the slingshot minigame and just autopiloted beyond it. For a top tier player, that is not something that is totally out of the question. It's not something that will happen very, very often at all. But it is. I mean, we're humans here. We can forget things. Nice Hylian shield.
I mean, who has the advantage? It's tough to say, because what that'll happen needs to go Child Spirit to end up getting his hammer to get stone for all dungeons. And on top of that, Marco needs to go back to Child and do slingshot minigame to get his hookshot. Marco is currently in a dungeon progressing while what the hell's happened isn't.
No, I know
tough.
that not all of these memes are perfectly appropriate matches, but come on, let me have some fun with the memes.
Let's say we're gonna run out of meme time here soon enough, with the grand finals being possibly the last match today, depending on the outcome of this match.
Yeah,
What the hell's
this
having
is
a
make
hard
or
time
break
seeing
for
what's there
Marco.
too?
Cat!
Isa Katie.
Hi,
Hi,
kitty.
Chaos. I'm sorry, she
Glitchy.
can't help
Dante
but
is
cameo on
horrifying.
these 3 streams.
Hell Knight the Hookshot was on Slingshot minigame as a child. Versus the Slingshot minigame as adult, right?
I'm about to say, I mean, I accidentally sometimes do when racing, say, slingshot minigame. I'm doing the archery one. The slips happen. I will say I am kind of surprised, Marco. I know he's amazing at this game. With 200 rupees, likely gonna get more rupees to
Ice
checks that he
Cavern
decided
food.
not
Ice
to
Cavern
buy.
Baron.
Not to buy a tunic.
That is good
That's a
knowledge.
nice sense.
So now we know where Serenade is. We already learned Prelude, so that means Serenade has to be at the end of Ice.
Mm-hmm.
Since we know where Prelude is. And those are the only 2 songs that can be in Foolish
Well,
regions.
Minuet can be foolish because
No, it can't.
Saria's song gives
No,
a logical accent.
Not in 4.0. It cannot be foolish under these settings.
Yep.
Only,
skip is
only
enabled as a trick?
Prelude and Serenade are foolish.
Oh, okay. Okay.
In this version, under these settings, those are the only 2 songs that can be placed in a foolish region. So yeah, so we know it absolutely has to be Serenade since we already know that that Prelude is out at Wasteland.
Well, we can assume that if Marco winds up with a boss key, unless there is an absolute, I suppose that Marco could complete Volvagia with 5 hearts, but it'd be very tight.
Yeah, if you have a very proper fight. I mean, he has bigger on sword, so he could do the fight
Yeah,
well
yes, he
and have
does
like
have big
7
ones.
seconds left. So it's definitely very doable. It's just very, very tight of a window. And if you don't have a perfect fight, you might have to skip out on the item. You just won't have enough time.
Who's ahead on the Skulls race right now? I would assume Marco is. He's picked up his 11th.
I believe Marco is.
While Marco's going through Fire Temple here to dig around for a boss key, we'll see what the hell's happened go into Forest.
Oh, there is our
Marco
boss key,
comes up with a
speaking
boss
of.
I assume Marco, given that he's not warping out to go anywhere, is gonna at least complete the Fire Temple to the point of the shortcut.
Well,
Unless he gets
he's
key locked, which would be-
about to either be key locked by Volvagia or get a key here and be able to continue. He'll find out what the fire logic is right now.
And
Yep,
that is
Volvagia has a
hover
key.
locked Volvagia.
Yep. And I don't think he's gonna mind too much.
Yeah, absolutely not. So that does mean hovers is early on in logic, and you gotta be. I mean, Shadow Beam required, but
Not
hovers could
necessarily
be in a
early
way to
on
hear
in
out
logic.
location. Early enough with fire being required for Zelda's Lullaby. Early in a general sense.
Yeah. And what the hell's happened? Working his way in the Forest Temple now. Is about to fight those Stalfos. Those are lovely creatures. Everybody's favorite. With Big Oron Sword, though, that definitely makes them less obnoxious.
But Farrah's Wind was very nice there, so we could just warp right back if Deep Fire is required.
And here we go. Volvagia from Marco.
Gonna be getting a gore on Ruby here shortly. Whereas what the hell's happened is working his way towards his Kokiri Emerald.
I say 40 seconds, plenty of time, as long as you don't miss
He's
any of the
got
bomb
shoes
drops.
and nuts.
Don't.
He'll be fine.
Let me figure on sword. Yeah, he's gonna go with the bomb method. Easy enough.
Need to drop a bomb first.
You can completely skip the first bomb pretty easily with bigger on sword. It's just stun, drop 3, stun, drop 2, go for the jump slash. Or drop 3 again. You just only need to drop 2 there.
I can never get the timing on this stuff right for myself. I need to learn how to properly do those quick strats.
Surprisingly,
But he didn't get troll hold there, so that was nice, because Volvagia didn't ever pop up through where you're trying to bomber.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, not that difficult of a trick once you have it down, but it took me a while to learn it.
Yeah. Hard to
It took
learn,
at
easy to
least-
master.
Gosh, I think I was playing Rando for like...
And
least
Marco
half a month,
accidentally
Marco.
getting some ISG there. That falls under
Disqualified.
that falls under incidental activation of a glitch that provides no advantage. That is not DQ. That's just silliness. So now is the question, is he going to go back in? No. Preluding. Is he going back child?
Maybe so at this point.
Looks like it,
Looks
yeah.
like it. Yeah.
Well, we hope
Alright.
we hit up
Still
slingshot
first.
minigame here and Bombchu bowling.
Yeah. At this point, here's where we learn whether or not he thinks he's done slingshot game.
Yep.
Yeah, I think he's gonna knock out, hopefully slingshot minigame, bomb chi minigame, then probably back adult. Let's go ahead and do forest. Get your Zelda's Lullaby. Let's hopefully he doesn't skip it.
Yeah. We
I
shall
can't.
see.
I can imagine
We
that
shall see
he
how his
assumed that
memory
he
is
did it
working.
already. I believe forest has been barren so far. Nothing too interesting, but we are running out of items to actually obtain at this point. Oh, it's going. Uh oh.
He's going for bomb
It
bowling.
does make
first.
sense to do this first because 2 checks over 1,
For sure.
but that does make my heart skip a beat a little bit in case he actually did
we're
forget.
nervous.
Yeah, I'm real nervous about this. I don't have any. I will admit I don't have any biases in this race right now, but I am capable of being an empathetic being. I will be very. I will be very empathetic towards Marco for forgetting something, if this is the case, because I feel it in my own gameplay all too often.
This is why I use a map tracker. So I don't
Alright,
have to
here we
worry
go,
about
here we go, here we
misclicks.
go.
Off to slingshot minigame.
Yes.
He's going!
Okay. Whew.
The
We
sweat
don't
is
have to
gone.
worry about it. This is gonna get basically.
Unless he fails it 7 times, it's
Yeah.
possible.
Yeah, this is
Well, they just won
basically gonna
ATC?
tie the item progression back up. Once he hits up Bolda to get that Dins, actually, he hopefully he will leave Market Town and grab that on his way out to whatever he's up to next. But that hook shot.
And yep, straight back adult, going straight to forest. Just makes too much sense not to do.
Yep.
Yeah,
Especially
no,
while you're right here.
Always go to your dungeons. Always do your progression.
Mhm.
Especially when ZL is going to be unlocked by it.
Yep.
He's not going to get his gens fire, but again, that's not a big deal
Not
because
yet.
he can get that later on as adult.
Yeah.
And still need hover.
That location is available at both ages.
Yep, and Marco.
And
Marco.
he'll eventually peak ATZ's grotto, headed that away, sooner or later. He'll investigate northwestern Hyrule.
Yep.
A quick reminder that the hammer that Marco has over what the hell happened is in the Strength 2 chest in Vanilla, the right hand of the Colossus statue. Which what the hell happened could do anytime he goes back to Child, if somehow he manages to find a key on the one check he can do.
Yeah, that's part of the problem with having so much
Spirit.
front-loaded, is that you have so many options in logic available.
Yeah. It's a great thing to start with, but sometimes it can come back and bite you pretty hard. What the hell happened for guy that he said first?
He forgot that he had that set. I was about to say, I was like, wait, why is what? I didn't think about it because I was just expecting it to happen, and I looked down.
Gotta love those double
I looked to the
takes.
left, and I was like, oh, he's walking. Hey, he walking, boys.
Yeah, and even though this is a known all dungeons, these lads are still going swiftly through this seed. These guys, I mean, they're number 3 and number 4 seed in this tournament. These guys are top tier. There is a reason that we're seeing these two in grand finals here.
Oh yes, for certain. I can't. It always amazes me to watch just how cleanly these players will play at the end of the tournament. It was hard to pick my jaw up off the floor, honestly. In Marco's last match, it was just so clean on both ends. But also with regards to what's happening here, everything is being done pretty cleanly, except for some very minor things. What the hell's happened on, I think, the faster track to ZL if he decides to go to Fire Temple and dig around. If he elects to wait on that and for some reason pick up Pierre first, Marco will wind up with the ZL first.
I still think Marco gets it first because you still need that hammer for what the hell happened.
Oh, that's right. What the hell's got to go Child Spirit.
Deep Child Spirit. Again, possible to skip if you find Strength 2, Long Shot, and there's a small key on the Silver Rupee room as adult. But that's not great odds.
Like I said, that's one of the ways that having a front-loaded seed like this can bite you in the butt, is that you have so many options, so doing one of the many viable things to do, like climbing Child Spirit, doesn't necessarily feel like the right move.
Yep.
Marco, actually kind of probably thankfully for him, missing those couple of checks in Child Market, pushing him towards some of the more diverse checks, like doing Child Climb.
Yeah, I wouldn't have actually thought about that, but the depravity of the hook shot actually does kind of make you think some more outlandish things.
I mean, when spirits required, especially as a medallion, I would typically always go out of the way to do full Child Spirit, unless you already have Long Shot in your possession. Because for all you know, that is Long Shot. Granted, you could go there as adult, but if you're already there as child,
it
might
can
as
be
well.
your vanilla second strength. That's the thing.
Oh, we've had that.
Yeah. It can be logically required to do the Child Climb in order to get your actual
Jesus,
strength.
what the hell's pushing a little bit close there with the
You're just a
smushing.
little dangerous. Yep, Skull Mask is still on the table, Chimp.
Oh, strength two!
There's
Strength
strength
two.
2!
Okay. Well, that's a start. And granted, with Dins and Magic, could easily light the torches in that one room to push him to go ahead and do the Strength 2 chest as adult without having Long Shot. Yeah, there is an arrow strat for that, but it's not the most friendly. I know what the hells can do it, just not
It's not fun.
not a great play. It is in this seed.
I honestly don't see a world where, upon exiting, that what the hells doesn't go for spirit. If there is something else major feeling out there, it's hard to imagine it taking precedence over the huge amount of progression that what the hells can make in spirit.
Oh yeah. It does kind of suck when you know you don't have ZL. There's only one check you can do as adult. If it doesn't have a small key, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, I'm
That's
kind of
true.
trying to think of what other plays there really are. I mean,
He could make the option
could waste some
for seeing
time
if
clearing
Fire's
Lost
hammerlock?
Woods. Could waste some time, with those bombs clearing Lost Woods. Could spend some
I
time
believe he
in
did Lost Woods. He would get key on it, but he doesn't know that.
I mean,
Again, you're
could
going to
go
Spirit for
do
one check.
adult Lake
Right.
Hylia checks. Some of them. Just trying to think of like where he might go other than going Spirit, which is obviously the correct play. But it's hard to know.
Yeah, we know it's a key, but the runners do not. So that comes down to, does what the hell's happen want to go Child Spirit for the guaranteed 2 chests before adult?
Mm-hmm.
Because he hasn't been there yet.
Yep.
Yeah, Marco can. What the hell happened cannot.
Man, this is a fun seed. I really love my favorite seeds as a player are ones that are straightforward. My least favorite are the ones that have
Spaghetti.
this kind of atmosphere. My favorite one to commentate. My favorite ones to commentate are these where there's so much speculation as to what could be where. So much is open in logic. There's so much to talk about.
Yeah, this one is.
It's
This
really
is not a spaghetti seed. This is a
Second bow.
holy cow!
Second.
There's so many options. What's the right move? Kind of seed.
Yep. And provided that what our speculation of what was on the Death Mountain crater bean check was, that is the third of the bows that we know about, or that is one of the 2 remaining bows we know about.
It looked like a bow to me, or looked like a quiver to me. Other people thought it looked like an arrow refill. It was something vaguely stick-shaped.
Yep.
Is this a stick? But we know
It sounds
where
like a
Boomerang
Facebook group
is.
that someone made to react to like a meme on Facebook.
I don't know
Is
if I
this a
have.
stick?
I don't know if I have the "is this a stick" handy. Give me just a moment. I'll go grab it. Because, this is going to be the final this tourney that I am commentating.
Uh-oh.
Or restreaming. I'm not going to be available tomorrow, so I might as well try and get max meme % out of this.
Oh yeah.
As
They
long
get
as
all
we
the
don't
memes out
pull
there.
away from the match too hard.
A pretty good Phantom Ganon fight there by what the hells. But anything beyond the boss, just be hovers. Light arrow ice. Nice. That's nice.
Oh, nice quick kill on Red Poe from Marco.
Do we know
Feels
what's
good.
on Ocarina? Yes, Zelda's Lullaby.
It's
Oh,
lovely. It is lovely.
Straight spirit. For what the hells. I love it.
So since we're just past the
Looks like what the hell
hour
is
mark,
going Spirit. It's good. Sorry, go ahead.
sorry, I was just gonna say, since we're just past the hour mark, I wanted to say welcome to everybody that's joined in the past hour. All 523 of you, welcome to the Grand Finals, Match 1 of the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Season 2 Tournament. It's going to be a great one up in here.
It already is a great one. It's gonna keep being amazing.
It's gonna be awesome. I'm having so much fun with this seed. You have no idea.
Oh yeah, this is a crazy seed, and this is a fun watch.
It's pretty fantastic. I could not ask for a better game 1 of Grand Finals. It's still so close too. It really is anybody's game. Marco destroying these Poe fights right now.
Getting them out of here.
Beautiful. His
Making
execution's
good
been
use of
top
that
tier,
big
like
Oron
always.
sword and the crouch stabs. Hammer is not child only. Hammer is at the top of child climb that is accessible by adult. It wasn't in the first 2 child only chests. We are not still missing a Baron. We have Gerudo's Fortress and Ice Caverns as foolish regions. So we have found all of our foolish.
The Ice Cavern hint was located in Death Mountain Crater, and unless we just missed it, I don't think Marco checked it.
No, it wasn't on the crater. It was, that was the one
It was in Crater. It was definitely in Crater. It was in Crater, bombable wall.
Okay, I'm thinking of the one that was on the wall just outside on DMT. That was another something important, useful knowledge that Marco visited that What the Hells has not yet.
Oh, that was the DMC Way of the Hero that you saw when Marco went out.
See, this is why I keep chat around. Because I can't remember anything, and I need the help. Marco picking up his strength upgrade now.
Hey, Lost, petition to have 539 commentators in next season with an optional one.
Hey, the fact that we jumped from 2 comms a match to 3 is a cool change. Just because there was an abundance of volunteers and everybody wanted in on the hype. There were enough volunteers to allow it and not have people get like crazy burnt out by doing too many matches in a row. It's lovely, the volunteer base that we've had. Although I will give everybody a reminder that the weeklies will continue. This is the end of Season 2, either tonight or tomorrow. We are wrapping up Season 2, but that does not mean OoTR is going anywhere.
Not at all. Still big things in store. 5.0 release, soon TM. Did you decide how long soon TM is?
Probably still several weeks out. From
so
my
soon
knowledge...
TM registered trademark then.
Yep, and the Beta Quest tournament starting today as well. There is another match going on ZSR2 right now of Beta Quest. And there'll be another one after this match, at the same time as what is after this match is the Wind Waker Randomizer Grand Finals match. We got so much hype. We've got the potential ends of 2 tournaments today and the start of another tournament today here on ZSR. We've got so much hype.
I would say where one door closes, another one opens, but we're not certain that this door closes today.
No.
I was saying, what the hell's happened is setting down Farah's Wind in the Child Side climb. Hopefully he goes back there later with more magic. That would be my assumption with him setting Farah's Wind. Hopefully. They did not have enough magic to do 2 dins.
Oh. Running full circle around that magic pot there.
And the Wind Waker Randomizer Grand Finals are tonight.
Yeah, immediately following this. That's why this race got bumped just a little bit. It got started 15 minutes early. the Wind Waker Rando Grands was scheduled to... They had their schedule bumped to be 15 minutes later to try and make sure that everybody gets their proper coverage. Give me just one moment and I'll let you know who is, who's up in that race. I have... right over here. Where is it? Oh, no, they didn't write it down on the restreamer schedule.
Oh,
Gosh
no.
darn it.
If you guys haven't watched any Wind Waker Randomizer, it is very fun to watch.
Oh yeah, all those flashy custom models.
Oh yeah. Hey, Cheerleader Link is always the favorite. It's Gymnast and Woofer ZFG in Wind Waker Randomizer Finals. Thank you, Cubs.
And that is coming up here on OG ZSR. No suffixes. And it is coming up next right after this match. Unless this ends up being a crazy jet seed and they're done in like 2 hours, 10 minutes.
I mean,
honestly, if
it could be
that'd
possible.
be awesome.
There is the
more
hammer
time
for what
for
the hells.
interview.
Yeah, more time for like a dope interview. Especially, here's the thing that I'm looking forward to most. I'm looking forward to either celebration of a championship, or I'm looking forward to speculation about what the next match holds. Man, I am not biased in any way on this particular match. I'm looking forward to literally any outcome.
Yeah, because either it's going to be an amazing grand finale with an amazing race so far, or we just get more content. Like, it's a win-win. It better not be lost rolling the seed tomorrow. This is too easy so far.
No, I will be asleep.
We need a discount Trez seed.
Oh yes, a void seed for the end of the days.
And what should be the worst one of them all? Like, Brony Plando bad. 4.5 hour grand final race. That would be the way to kick. Just end of the season down.
The only other seed to not be completed in under 4 hours winds up being grand finals from top tier players.
That's a dream come true. We did get a tunic by what the hell has happened. This might get a different color tunic here, finally. An hour and a half in.
Forgot he bombed that already. Yeah.
He was just storing it. That's all it was. He was just storing the damage. That's all it was. And that is going to be ZL from Marco. Nice thing to get. And since he just gets the ZL now, he might go the Boulder of Destiny. It's right there. Might just grab Dins.
Very well might. Very well also could dip Shadow with that Nocturne Way of the Hero hint. But, of course, that's entirely predicated on him going to the Boulder of Destiny right now, which he's doing.
Yep. And also making it night, maybe thinking about going to Dompe since it was Graveyard Way of the Hero. Makes total sense. Get Dens, play Nocturne, go ahead, knock out Sunsong Grave and Dompe in one blow.
Well, we've got him. Well, he's already visited Dompe once, or he's done Dompe. He had the strength 1 and scale found on Dompe.
He might as well be stacked, right?
Yeah, gotta visit him again.
3.
Gotta visit him again. Alright. Let's see what's here.
Song. I doubt he grabs the bomb bag.
And an in logic bomb bag. Dude, you can't finish a seed without having the most bombs. I mean, okay, actually it's forgivable if you don't end with the most bombs. But if you don't have mo nuts, how can you consider yourself a human being?
Good question, though. If this is Epona's, do you go to GTG? If this is Song of Storms, do you go well?
Marco.
No free hugs. This isn't a hippie convention.
No Monka TOS.
That's a Minuet, not useful anymore for these runners, but
I mean, it's still, you know, quick overworld movement, but yeah, not really all that important.
so no GTG play unless you want to do Reverse Wasteland out of Logic GTG.
Yep. We got 16 skulls from both ends. If Marco's personal tracker is correct, he's got 16. What the hell's just picked up his 16th?
And my god! Dampe is stacked! Holy
Dampe the richest mofo in Hyrule.
Wow.
He's got gadgets and gizmos aplenty.
He's
got
what the
who's and
hell's
what's
routes
galore.
that in, because that is an often orphaned check. Dompe digging is a pain to get to. That is often orphaned or gambled to be skipped.
Yeah, it's annoying, but when you have Sunsong and Nocturne, especially with Graveyard Way the hero, you route it in.
Well, how about a GTG play now?
I mean, it makes sense. You still need quite a few items. You need Rudolph's Ladder, Hover Boots, Iron Boots, and Mirror Shield. Missing 4 items. GTG fully clearable, and Song of Time Way the hero. I don't think you skip it. That's just too many signs pointing to GTG.
Chat continuing to point out that the
Oh yeah, you can't do irons or toilet. My bad.
Chat continuing to point out that that Marco did not do flame storage there. That's because we already knew that the item there was a bomb bag. But yes, that concern of why did he skip Redead Grave? I'm wondering if he'll double back for that one, because that seems a bit odd.
Was there anything important on that?
We don't know.
We don't know.
Oh, we don't know. Wait, I thought we saw that once.
I don't think so.
Because we found Sunsong at Minuet. Oh well, then nobody's gone back.
Yeah, no one's been to
Child
Graveyard
Sensitive
since.
Bound. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That remains to be seen.
Yeah, Shield Grave was checked, but the Redead Grave, where you have to play Sunsong, the booty check, as it is sometimes called.
I gotta be honest with you. I prefer Redead Rave, like chat's been referring to it as today.
But if there is something that's Sunsong Grave, that would be 4 items.
It's called the
Graveyard.
booty check because when you walk up on the pedestal and pull out your ocarina to play Suns, you've got the Redead's butt, like, right there on screen next to your head.
Booty.
So it's the booty check. Because you just see
Look at that
Redead
body.
backside right there.
He's gonna do
I worked
Sunsong
out.
Grave.
Marco checking it now.
Yeah, I gotta check it now.
In a moment, you'll see why it's called the booty check. Oh, well, he's just too dang fast. He got up there before the Redead even had a chance to stand up. Us normal tier players, it's booty. For him, I guess it's, you know, he got there so dang fast, the Redead didn't even have a chance to stand up.
I
And
also
it's
have a
dead.
penchant to kill the Redead as well. To get what the hell's happens, legs? I love it when you get something silly like that with ground jump storage. Like when his legs are just stuck bowed inward for a while
Oh
he's
yeah, it
holding
looks
his
so
shield.
weird.
But that one was definitely the shuffle that we all deserve to see.
And Marco is going to dip Shadow, get the first 2 checks. Thinking maybe Vanilla hovers, we know it's dead. It's a useless item and a small key, I believe. I'd be surprised if he doesn't go GTG. I mean, where else would he really go right now with more checks, more potential? I mean, you already
Yeah,
know Ice
really.
Cavern's dead. So,
Ice
you don't even
Cavern's
need a
totally
song
dead.
that bad either. And what the hell is getting his boss key? He is going to continue. Oh, no, he is actually going to leave.
Out.
And not set Pharaoh's Wind, so he has no plans.
No plans to return here. He's got his Pharaoh's Wind still set in spirit. Didn't want to sacrifice that.
So if Deep Fire is required, which is unlikely, but if it is, that's, oof. I mean, there still has to be something wrong with this seed, right? The seed's still been too nice. All dungeons for ZL was not bad with Forest and Fire.
Marco gonna go check Adult Spirit and be slightly disappointed here.
So you might as well. You gotta make the progression anyway.
Yep.
Get some of the dungeon progression done. Especially with ZL. I mean, there could be an item on that ZL check in Spirit. What? That could be Mirror Shield.
Could be, for
French
sure.
Vanilla.
Well, this is new information that we're going to see for 2 checks in Spirit.
Maybe this seed might as well have French Vanilla frickin' Mirror Shield.
So, another advantage this gives Marco. His Pharaoh's Wind, if he decides to set it here, will be put in a more advantageous location than what the hell's Pharaoh's Wind. He put his outside of the door for from Child Spirit because he did his adult checks and wrapped around to go and pick up the hammer last. Marco has already done that. Marco has no business on child side whatsoever, so his Pharaoh's Wind will be set in adult side once this is all said and done.
What the hell's happened? Very glad he grabbed the Garon Tunic. A little bit trouble on Vivagia. Can be a tricky fight. But she's dead anyway.
Dragon
Dead dinosaur,
down.
DC,
Destroyed.
dead dragon, and fire. So the question now is, when does What the Hell is get long shot on Dompe? When does he go back to Child? He already did Bum 2 Bowling. He already did Slingshot. He did some of Garon City already.
Longshot, I think, of the things that we know of, is the biggest point of contention for making or breaking the seed right now.
Yeah. And this has been a fantastic race so far. A great seed that still could be trouble. That Rito's letter likes to be pesky sometimes. Gonna go back to Child, get his ZL, and I would assume clear out a little bit more as Child since this dungeon progression has ended. But you never know.
The other thing that is really nice is that they have Sun Song in their possession, so time of day is pretty inconsequential to getting that check. It's just you gotta hope that he goes for it sooner than later. You would assume that he would with that Graveyard Way of the Hero. At the same time, holy cow, you've already found
So
scale and
much.
strength.
Yeah. But there can always be more. Dompe always being that Sphere Zero. Can be scary.
Yep, and What the Hell's getting masks going, so maybe, just maybe, we'll see a baby's check today.
I mean, hey, that could still have an item.
It could.
I mean,
maybe that's
to
our
my
mirror.
knowledge, we're still missing two-way the hero hints.
Dekus do like shiny things. Mirror Shield would be quite fitting for them.
Wondering what the hell's going for right now. Is he gonna? Oh, duh.
Ocarina of Time cutscene.
Ocarina. See, here's the.
He's getting his ZL.
There's that autopilot that we all know and love from me. Yeah, okay.
He's picking up his blue potato and his ZL.
Blue potato.
So to imagine with him picking up Keaton Mask, go ahead, get your Composer Grave, Sunsong Grave, do your Dompe, get your 20 Skulls, turn in Keaton Mask, just knock that all out in one go. It's a lot to do with very little backtracking. And there is strength 3!
Golds!
That's,
French vanilla there. French vanilla strength.
Can't hope that was mirrors, not strength, but
That is
I mean,
still...
useless. Useless.
And yep,
Hopefully
chat quickly
useless.
pointing out strength lock strength. That was
So you got
logical
one check
golds.
from strength 3. So double defense fairy, maybe having Rudo's Iron Boots.
Mm-hmm. This seed, man. What?
And
Gold scale!
golden scale. Oh no!
Water.
Iron Boots locked behind golden scale.
Water dip.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you're
Marco,
lucky,
take a
just
pause.
skip
Marco
Iron
trying to
Boots.
figure out what to even do next. I'm betting water dip.
I mean, if it's not on Central Pillar, you just clear water completely.
Looks like he's gonna make the option for GTG,
Yep, looks like
or
on
at least
Reverse
just the
Wasteland.
reverse wasteland.
Yeah, if you had Serenade, I would imagine he would go straight to water. Now you can finish UTG, get the Hammer Rocks outside of, outside of GTG in the valley, and then you just jump down, go straight to water at that point.
Mm-hmm. Well, rescuing the carpenters along the way might be nice, you know, just so that you can get that.
Oh yeah, still full clear
knocked
GTG
out.
beforehand.
Yeah, you as Rob's pointing out, definitely want to peek the right side, since there's that indication that Song of Time is Way of Hero. There is still possibly something on the Crater Ferry, but the only thing of note we found in DMC otherwise was Song of Time.
Yeah, still have the ferry in DMC, which could potentially have something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Way of the Hero might not be pointing to Song of Time.
Oh, we can hope.
Marco
Yeah.
is looking like he's banking on that bottle not being required. Did not opt to pick that skull and is at a nice rounded 20.
Yeah.
Looks like that might be the end of Skull Collection on the right side of your screen, ladies and gentlemen.
Where was that long shot? Dompe digging. What the hells is in the right neighborhood? But... just needs to go grab it.
Doesn't have enough rupees though. Need a little bit more money there.
Yep. Well, there's a nickel right there under that grave.
Wonder if we get first try Dompe.
And there it is.
Oh my god, first try. That's amazing.
Oh my god, we got it, guys.
10% chance, man.
10% chance of walking out of there like a boss with your long shot.
I thought it was 1 in 15, not 1 in 10.
Yeah, it actually is 1 in 15.
The rando runner clarifying the vanilla run odds. I've been watching too much Glitchymon grinding hundo lately.
Well, it's about a 15% chance on a Sphere 0 check, right?
Oh, no, I was talking about the likelihood in vanilla of getting
Oh,
our
right.
piece on
Vanilla
Dompe
is 1
first
in
try.
10.
It is 1 in 10?
Vanilla, it's 1 in
Okay.
10. I was trying to think of the percentage that was on the spreadsheet from the simulation of 4.0 seeds.
Oh, of it be having an item.
Sphere 0, I
Yeah,
believe
it
it
was
was roughly
yeah.
16%. I know Anju
Yeah, somewhere in that
was
neighborhood.
16 point something percent. I don't know if that expanded to all other Sphere Zeros, though. I know that they crunched the numbers specifically for her.
We get our first peek at the 20 skulls and 10 skulls. Nobody's turned in either of those, have they?
Marco did.
Marco did? Okay.
They're just dead. So likely all dead skulls.
Likely. Rudo's letters is still alive on King Zora.
Do you think it's possible we could open a bet on where Rudo's letter is?
I like that idea.
We could, but
As
it might be a while before we find that, so
I
we
mean,
want
it's
to
either-
lock our betting on that.
Let's let chat decide.
I'm cool. I'm cool with it. I'm also down to let chat decide.
Because we know hovers is and logic earlier than Lullaby is, but mirrors can be anywhere as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll say
Yeah, I
take a
think
bet
what the
for
hells
Shield or
is
Rudo's letter.
doing his mask trading. Oh well, no, looks like he's going back adult after
It could
after
be
getting
Skull Mask
Mask. But
possible.
Skull Mask hovers seems pretty plausible to me right now.
That Wolfos fight was the best I've ever seen. That was so
very
clean.
clean.
Holy smokes, that was beautiful. That was... I've never seen the quadruple. That was...
Yeah,
God,
I've never
was
seen
nice.
that either. Quadra kill.
But I think
This
we're starting
is
to run
why
out of
Marco
checks.
is in grand finals.
Starting to run out of checks that's in logic before ZL. So Skullmaster, your Deku babies could be necessary. Lost.
I hope the babies at least get a visit, even if they only have, you know, even if their whole life savings is just a nickel for us today. I still hope we get
Crouch
to visit
stab
the
it, Marco!
babies.
Crouch stab it! Gonna get him on the back end of the swing. I like it.
Okay, so what the hell's happened now? Checking Crater Fairy. We're gonna see if it really is Song of Time or if
Fish!
Oh, there's another
there's
Thirty's
battle.
It's not
So 30
really-
is dead.
30 is dead.
Yep.
Indeed.
So we needed a bottle. Just that's the wrong one. Would have preferred to have
Song
a letter
of
inside that
Time,
one.
Way of the Hero.
Oh,
And there's the irons.
So no golden scale necessary.
Oh, gold,
To do water.
gold scale strats.
Yo,
not
Goron
needed.
scale. Or did you say gold scale? I heard Goron scale.
Oh,
Dude,
I actually
would
might have
be-
said Goron scale.
I'd be down. I'd be
I
down.
might have
I'd be down.
slurred my
Hey.
words together and said something like that. Y'all know how good I talk.
I think a Goron scale would be really cool.
Lost talk good.
I can words
So that-
good.
I
So
do.
with-
I
so,
can. It's a 1 in
toilet-
6 chance that I words good. Words are a sphere 0 check for humans as a species. So
Mini Goron sword. Yay. Thanks, what the hells. Maybe nice with Jabu, I suppose. But yeah, with Song of Time possibly being Way the Hero and now Iron Boots, Caden GTG, Toilet might have something. Could have Mirror Shield, could have Rito's Letter. It's possible.
totally possible.
And you know, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, you get that ZSR Toilet emote to spam the toilet coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Never a bad time to sub than right now. Never a worse time.
Where are
Never
we
a
at
better time
compared to our
to sub.
sub
than right
goals? Staff Mario Party, we're about 100 subs away, so, you know.
now. Oh my Rudo's letter!
Well, there's the...
That bet's yeah.
That letter...
That's Jabu.
And that letter is logically hammer-locked.
Yep.
Yup.
So...
So now we just need hover
Interesting.
boots and mirror shield,
Hovers and mirror, yeah. That's...
and
that's
we
our
are in go
items.
mode. Hour 42 minutes in.
Okay, well, there's bombs up here, so that's not useful.
My God.
Heart container,
There's
not
Heart
needed.
container.
So we've got 2 more checks here that are Song of Time locked. This and toilet.
Yep. With the keys we got, I don't believe Song of Time could have been Way the Hero for right side, but I could be wrong. My logic is shoddy at best.
Yeah, we didn't come out with any small keys on that.
Marco,
at
go
all.
to the toilet. Song of Time, Way of Hero.
And I believe the Ice Arrow chest is dead.
I do believe
We
got
also
a hint
don't we know
about
that GTG Center is dead. I have
Yep, that's
GTG
the
Center
Ice
marked
Arrows.
as
Yeah.
dead.
That's the Ice Arrows chest. Same thing.
Right. Yeah, right.
So I'd only assume Marco's going to see how many keys he's going to have at the end to see if Toilet might have a key before he takes the dip. Literally.
Yeah, that's a pretty common play, but
I guess looting everything will
with
will
that
give you the
with that
knowledge.
Way of the Hero hint.
Yeah. I mean, has either runner gone to the DMC ferry yet?
Yes, What the Hell's Happened did just check it. It was just rupees. So the Way of the Hero
Okay.
item has got to be that Song of Time.
Oof. And Ice Trap. That's French vanilla?
Possibly a river chest if the toilet is not
Yeah.
there. That's
Very
about the only
possible.
other thing it can be.
And I'm pretty sure Toilet has to be a key.
I would put some kind of speculation on Forest Temple, if we didn't have the knowledge that the man on the roof, a Sphere Zero check in bracket settings, didn't have a bow. There's no point in speculating that anymore, or at all this seed.
And now we know that the Song of Time, Way of the Hero, is definitely in River Chest. So, very, very nice. Nice knowledge to have. What those happened, now going to retrack Marco's step and go through GTG. Marco's probably going to get the hammer chest right here, and then jump down, go straight to Water Temple. Without Serenade, it's a nice clean routing to get to water. So yeah, River Chest is required. It doesn't have to be a mirror shield or it could be the boss key. Could be either one at this point.
With the item distribution, with the key logic in Fire today, no, it cannot be for highest Goron. Song of Time cannot be needed for highest Goron if hovers are required for Volvagia.
Hey Lost, what do you think of the DQ Scrubs Majora's Mask Deku Palace? I actually don't know this meme. Lost? Okay, I killed Lost. How's everybody doing? Got a race still going on. What the hell has happened? Still going through TTG. Marco's gonna go into water. I love you, Lost. I didn't know this was a thing. I'm sorry. Damn it, Trez. This is Trez's fault. I should knew better than to trust Trez.
I'm still here, they just can't hear me.
No quadra kill from What the Hells.
No, I honestly cannot believe that quadra kill. I don't think I've ever seen a runner get that before. That was so beautiful.
Well, gonna go straight up through Water Temple. See if there's anything.
Very curious on if the river chest is boss key. I would assume so.
It could just be small
It could
key.
be a mirror shield. Let's see if Marco can get the beautiful spike fight, and he can. His execution's been off the chain. I mean, we know he's a great runner, but
Okay, Trez, I'll come back. Properly into call. Chat's been able to hear me this whole time. I've been laughing.
oh,
You guys just couldn't hear me. It's one of the perks of being the restreamer. My mic is distinct from everybody else.
So Lost is abusing her power chat. How do we feel about that? Abusing her power as restreamer.
You say that like that's something new or novel.
That's a fair point.
What the hell's picking up his irons now?
Of course you are, Cubs. You like to abuse your power too. Everyone abuses their power. Small key from Marco. So now that we found Rita's letter, can we
Marco
open
does appear to be
the
holding
bet
the
for
lead.
Mirror Shield?
Hmm?
Can we open the bet for a Mirror Shield since we found Rudos?
The bet was never for Rudos. The bet is for hovers.
Oh!
Those came into Logics earlier. I'm curious where they are. There's still a possibility that Mirror Shield is logically locked behind something else. Like, could be, you know, logically in Zora's Fountain or in Jabu Jabu, but we still don't know where the heck hovers are, and hovers were logically required for Fire Temple completion. So before even ZL was acquired, so I want to know where the heck those hovers are hiding. Hovers could not be on River Chest because River Chest would not be accessible without use of ZL. Not in Logic.
We did see Frogs 2. Frogs 2 is dead as a doornail. I mean, I suppose it definitely cannot be in Jabu. I mean, I guess it could be, actually. Longshot was Sphere 0. It's possible. Rita's letter, Boomerang.
Chickens would allow you into Zora's domain without ZL. So it's very
Not in Logic. That trick is
Not
not
in Logic.
enabled.
It's
but
not enabled in
scale.
brackets. Okay.
Correct.
Scale on Dompe races. Oh, scale, yeah, on Dompe races. So Jabu's still possible. And domain.
Yep. Child domain access in Logic. Not adult. And we found Rudo's letter, so no dream today. It's sad, but, you know, you only get to live out those dreams every now and again. The Rudo's letter on Thawed King Zora. That dream.
You know, I think we're gonna put hovers on Baronade. Could be completely possible. Scale being away the hero location. I mean, we got a lot of other items in Graveyard, but you never know.
Yep.
Mirror is definitely the trickier one to grab.
I don't suppose it's too late to or too early to open up a new bed, is it? I mean,
There can
everybody
only
seems
be
to
one bet
speculating.
going at once. That's why I was clarifying with you guys earlier. Do you really want me to open a bet? Because we can only have one bet at once.
Well, we did we not close that other bet?
No, we still haven't found hovers.
I thought we were doing it for Rudo's letter.
No, it's where are hovers?
Okay. Sorry, my B. Jesus, my B.
We're making Mama Lost here mad.
Jesus.
But that river chest
So, yeah,
is coming up.
Okay, so I feel like they have at least a decent chance of appearing here in the Water Temple.
The hovers? No, they can't. They logically can't.
I suppose you would need more of the items that you found out of Logic for GTG.
You needed hovers to acquire ZL. You need ZL to change the water level to get keys to do anything in here.
True.
So, hovers cannot be locked behind ZL, which disqualifies the majority of Water Temple, and we checked the few places that were available. Unless I'm totally mistaken, and we got 2 keys in both the map and compass chest. That's the only way that it could play out where this could be hovers.
Yep, there's that Way of the Hero song
There's
sign.
the Way of the Hero for that boss key. We know it can't be on 1500 archery because Gerudo's Fortress is a foolish region. We know nothing's out there today. GTG, on the other hand, was stacked.
Stacked AF.
Stacked GTG, stacked Graveyard, stacked Deku Tree. This seed has been... This has been special. Oh yeah, and stacked Market with Slingshot minigame and Bomb Chew Bowling both giving us hard progression. Gerudo's Fortress, under these settings, includes both horseback archeries as well as the rooftop chest that is accessible either with long shot, hook shot and Pierre, or hovers. Those 3 checks are, they don't have anything important on them today. And yes, Marco does definitely appear to have the lead. If What the Hells stumbles into his hovers or mirror shield significantly sooner, and they're in a weird out-of-the-way place that Marco keeps detouring away from, then it's possible that What the Hell can take the lead back. This isn't a GG situation, it isn't clear-cut, but Marco is holding the lead right now. And yes, as Chad is pointing out, clean Morpha fight. Now have you two both muted yourselves in protest?
I actually muted my mic. Oops. Hi! It's me!
Yeah, I hadn't heard anything from either of you in a few minutes, so seeing if that was intentional or not.
That in the winter finals, Marco struggled with fishing and lost about 4 to 5 minutes against What the Hell's Happened. So the question is, does he really want to do it again?
Well, we're gonna see what's on Shoot the Sun here real quick. Marco's saving, probably to get his time of day.
Looks like a heart piece.
Yep.
And just going to leave. Not going to check Lab Dive and not going to check Adult Fishing.
Nope.
Gonna go straight to Jabu Jabu, I would imagine.
Yep, that would be why you save warping, is to change ages. Might hit Ganon's Castle Fairy Fountain in the neighborhood, but nah, guess not.
Will not. I mean, right now, still looking for hovers to clear Shadow. We know, again, hovers has to be before ZL. River is accessible, which I'll probably check before Jabu. Check Domain, then check Fountain and Jabu as Child. A lot of all those locations can have hovers. Because Ruto's letter, even though it's in GTG, was accessible. A chest for Ruto's was accessible before ZL.
Yep, that simply was hammer locked and long shot locked for GTG access, and both of the hookshot upgrades were definitely available in Logic.
Mark already got the Sacred Forest Meadow hints. He came back here as adult.
Yeah. Yeah, they were dupes. He didn't lose out on any knowledge by missing them the first go round.
Yup.
I'm really curious if it's not River, if it's not Domain, it's not Jabu. I can only think of maybe
no.
ooh, what the hell happened. His execution's been dropping this last like 10 minutes. Pharaoh's Wind is luckily.
Nerves are getting to him, I'm guessing.
Oh, does he want to get rid of his Pharaoh's Wind? He does not.
Just save warp back to the top of the dungeon, dude!
Oh boy. And there's our Goron tunic. That's always nice.
Yep.
Ice Cavern dead.
Hardly
again.
any chance that we get a fashion check, I suppose, in grand finals, though.
Marco not gonna check the rest of River, just gonna go straight to Jabu and Domain. But I think we have, what, 2 Hyrule field checks left? 3, maybe? And then Skull Mask. I'm not sure, and chickens. I know all those possible for hover boots.
Yeah.
I don't know where else could possibly have them at this point. I'm gonna assume Song of Storms locked behind Shadow and Nocturne. So nothing in Well. Oh, Spinning Pod and Darunio Dance is still possible too. Because what the hell happened only did Medigoron. Oh, not Darunio, only Pot? Okay. Ew, that would be so bad. I have to go back to Goron City for that.
Yeah, I would.
Just for that one check. That's not great.
I think that's the worst feeling in the world. Like, when you have it playing on the back of your mind that there's a fragmented check somewhere available in the world.
Hyrule
Did that say
Field,
Hyrule Field Way
the
the hero? That has to be Hover Boots. That has to be Hover Boots.
No, that can easily be ZL.
Oh, that was Dance. I forgot that was
That can
Dance.
easily
ZL,
be
yeah.
Zelda's
Also means
Lullaby
ZL.
or Din's. Yeah, we've got multiple things on the table.
But,
Yep.
but do you not go check those other grottos with how stacked this seat has been with Deku, Dompe, GTG?
Oh, you absolutely check it. Strength on the Colossus hand. Well,
Yeah.
I don't think Marco
Surprise! I didn't
found
know that
that
was
yet.
there.
Oh wait, he's got gold.
What though happened? Just about to get his boss key so he can finish up water. Question is though, I wonder if Marco goes back to check River after Jabu in case hovers are there. I don't think he would. If he was gonna dip River anymore, I assume he already would have done it. Because going back from this point would not be great.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
If anything, you'd come back as adult. What the hell's happened? Getting his boss key off to Morpha. So it's still a close race.
Yeah, if after Jabu they have some divergence, and what the hell's binds mirror hovers, that can definitely make a difference. Especially if one of them is locked behind the other.
So you got quite a few checks in Jabu Jabu that could logically have hovers.
Yup.
So, if you're Marco, I think that's what you're hoping in this case. Just hope when you progression dungeons, just gonna have those hovers. And then Shadow hopefully having Mirror Shield. That's go mode.
This is also very true. Johnny B. Noob pointing out in chat, Marco never got the hint that Ice Cavern was barren, so that's an entire other section on the table for him.
He got it.
He just
Pretty
did? He
sure
just
you
did?
got
Okay.
that hint.
He got it in the river? Okay. Never
Yeah.
mind. Never mind.
Thankfully. That would not be good for Marco. So Marco did not do boomerang chest room. And I mean, I'm gonna assume he's gonna do it on his way to the other one. To the other dangly bit. I can't imagine you skip any checks in Jabu with hovers. What else happened? Finishing Water Temple. See where he goes next. I'll be very surprised again if it's not Jabu Jabu.
Yeah, almost certainly gonna head to Jabu. That's required progression and it's available.
Mm-hmm. I'm curious if he does check more of the river than Marco did. So 2 checks in river, we don't know what they are.
Well, we still don't have our Song of Storms, is the thing.
Either off Shadow
we
or
can't check
Nocturne.
Frog's one.
And then Mirror Shield again just possibly being anywhere. I mean, you really do hope it's in Shadow. You find Hover Boots soon.
Yep, hope you find hovers, head to Shadow, find your mirror shield in your path. That is what both of these guys are hoping for. But that isn't
Absolutely.
necessarily how it's going to play out.
I would say worst case scenario is the spinning pot in Garon City.
That would be unpleasant. But I believe, yeah, Magic and Dins were both available. So Spinning Pot and the Strength and the Bomb Bags. So Spinning Pot is in Logic very early in this seed.
Yep, very, very early.
Normally it's ZL locked, but the alternative method is Dins and Magic to light those torches. And those became available a lot earlier than ZL.
And that would be a lost seed for that to be the logic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like we said, something had to be wrong with this seed. So far, again, I haven't seen much wrong.
Mm-hmm.
So I would love that logic to be
Well, I
positioned
mean,
in Grand Finals.
it is hard required all dungeons, so, you know.
There's that going for it.
There's
Forest and
that.
fire isn't bad.
Nah.
You're gonna pretty much do forest when it's a stone anyway, most of the time.
And we're gonna see if the babies have something here. What the hell's happened? Headed to his skull mask check.
Oh,
I'm
Can I see
hoping
the
that
DQ
they have
babies?
our hovers.
this would be huge for what the hell's happened. This could bring him back right into the lead.
Yep.
Close to it.
If this is it, it's a pretty hard lead, too. With Marco, unless he hasn't marked it on his personal tracker, only at the ZL mark. I thought I saw him pick up the Keaton mask, but that might also just be a figment of my imagination.
Honestly, I have no idea. And DQ babies.
Ah, it's the final bow.
Just the
Quiver.
bow.
So the Death Mountain Crater Bean
Well,
wasn't a
babies
quiver.
had something useful,
Nope.
but, you know, not required. They didn't give us junk today, though. Like, they gave us an arrow upgrade.
So, big boon for Marco. A little bit of a letdown for what the hell is, but again, if he chases into the river and finds hovers, again, another great boon for him. If he decides to go and search that.
It's like, at
Will
least
not.
not immediately.
It does make a lot of sense to go Jabu first. He has no idea that Marco skipped the river.
Yeah, but looks like What the Hell is not gonna investigate the river right now either. Going straight into domain.
Now puts Marco in the Baronade fight,
Marco
which...
starting the Baronade fight right as what the hell's happened is pulling out his Rudo's letter to show it off.
So it's
that
probably
is
about
giving
a
Marco a
10-minute
full
difference.
dungeon lead. Granted, it's not one of the more difficult dungeons, but that is giving him a full dungeon lead.
Yeah.
Oh, clean beeries there on Marco's side.
I'll say at the very least 8.5 to about 10 minutes difference between Marco and What the Hell is right now.
Yup. Down goes Baronade. Commentators mentioning clean Baronade was also one of the squares in that commentator bingo. So mark that off.
And dead Jabu, or Baron Jabu, I should say.
Well, he is dead after 7 years. You tracked all the dirt from Kokiri Forest into his intestinals, and well, he got staph infection and died.
I mean, I'm okay with that. Screw Jabu. I mean, it's the worst dungeon in the game.
He doesn't seem to be a very
Fight me.
benevolent
It's awful.
deity.
The only good thing about Jabu is Baronade. Because that boss fight's super fun to do. Besides that, no.
And Marco checking the fairy fountain out here. Let's see if this is anything useful.
I mean, we have Baron Ice Cavern, but Domain's not Baron. Blue Fire could still be...
Yeah,
needed.
Fountain isn't hinted one way or another either.
Yeah.
Yes, that was the dupe of a Frogs 2 hint. We already are aware that Frogs 2 is a dead check.
Yup. And from judging from Marco's movement pattern here, looks like he's gonna exit out to the river and check those last 2 checks.
Yeah. I'm actually very surprised. But I do like this play. He's probably going to do diving minigame and light the torches.
Yup.
By the time you finish that, just jump off at a river, check what's around there, and probably... I don't know if you do Skull Mask and Garon City, or if you go adult, chase around maybe Hyrule Field. Adult Lake Hylia still hasn't been checked besides Shoot the Song. Shoot the Song, Shoot the Sun.
Shoot the
Sun
song!
got peaked. That was nothing useful.
We still got a gold. We did get Golden Scale, so Lap Dive is in logic.
Yeah, when I'm playing my own seeds, I can't keep track of logic to save my life, but when I'm commentating other people's seeds, then I can follow logic just fine.
Yeah, it can't be hovers, but it could still be Mirror Shield. At this point, you just want to find something.
Yep.
Because you're running out of checks. And
Mirror
there's Mirror Shield!
Mirror!
Mercy!
So, yep, that's Spirit open. So now we just need hovers for Go mode. Oh, what if hovers is... what if
We are
it's diving?
hovers away from Go mode. And those hovers are hard pre-ZL.
Mm-hmm. And... Heart Piece. I'm still gonna go check the river, which is a great play.
Given
The
these
spirits.
bracket settings, can correct me if I'm wrong, Twin Rova could have them. Because this is readily available. That Mirror Shield is readily available without ZL.
I don't recall key placement inside Spirit Temple.
ZL didn't have
So-
any small keys
Yeah.
attached to it.
Yeah, there were several ZL locked checks I believe, 4 ZL locked checks in Spirit, and if any of those held keys, that would put Twin Rova or Lax, because that's another thing chat's pointing out is Light Air cutscene. That would put those out of logic.
What are the 4 ZL lock checks? There's
there is Compass, there is the 2 in the main statue room, and then there is the boss key chest. Unless I'm skipping one.
Yeah, well, if there were any small
4.
keys, I know that the top ZL check and the bottom ZL check were not small keys.
I mean, at this point, even if it doesn't hold hovers, you still just want to go ahead and do it anyway.
Oh yeah, you want to clear this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this stuff is getting cleared.
And then, what, maybe check Hyrule Field right after?
Yep, that would be honestly a pretty good play because you're gonna be adult. You can get the top of the lab, you can get the lab dive, you can get the Hyrule Field grottos on the way in.
Mm-hmm. And as a child, you're running very low on checks. I mean, granted, Marco still has to do Skull Mask. You get what? Skull Mask, River, Chalgaron City, and Chickens? That could be hovers?
We still haven't seen Lower Zora River, have we? Like, it could be
We have
sitting
not.
on that pillar those hovers could be sitting on that pillar in plain sight, and nobody has walked past those, right?
Nobody,
Yeah.
I don't think
nobody's walked by 'em.
anyone's crossed through the lower portion of Zora River.
That should be completely still open. Which would be quite amazing for someone just to walk in the river and just see hover boots just spinning there. Like, hi. Been waiting here for 2.5 hours.
I've been waiting for you.
Hovers cannot be lap dive. It could be adult fishing, however. Irons were in
And Lab
GTG.
Tower.
And tower, yep.
Well, almost touching that platform.
Hovers are not ZL locked. They are guaranteed to not be ZL locked. Because they were required by logic to acquire ZL in the first place.
And what the hell is just about done with Jabu, while Marco's just about done with Spirit. Even though Twin Rova is a lot longer than Paranade.
Yep, and what the
A lot
hell's
more
happened showcasing Bombchu strats for Fast Boomerang Room.
Yep, such
That
a
was
great
pretty
strat.
nice.
I never would have figured that hover boots locked before ZL would be our go mode item in this run. Really figured it was gonna be Mirror Shield, probably in Shadow. But here we are.
Yeah, they're somewhere early in this seed. I have a feeling that they're just sitting somewhere in plain sight and just haven't been picked up.
Hopefully,
Hovers-
something nice.
Hovers are ZL locked because of we know that it's required for Fire Temple. It is logically required for access to Volvagia.
Which was logically required to get ZL. That's why we
Yep.
know for absolute fact, by logic, this seed requires hovers before you get ZL. Just because these guys know how to sequence break and avoid the need for those hovers doesn't mean it still isn't logically required. And yes, if
Rover's
it's on
pretty
chickens,
nice.
that would be lovely.
Oh, can we please ping Kuiper if that's the case?
I saw
Grand
him in the
finals
Discord
requires
earlier
chickens.
today.
Oh, Trinova. Oh, then snipe there at the end. So that was decent Twin Rover fight. They can be trolly sometimes.
Yep, I haven't seen Twin Rova fight recently that had the little bug where you have to hit them more than 4 times in phase 1.
Mm-hmm.
Which always pleases my heart when it works as intended.
Yep. That's why you always hookshot them after the 4th, or you hold down your hookshot anyway. And you just shoot them in case they're trying to shoot you a 5th time, and then it'll just automatically end. It's an interesting mechanic, though, that happens.
Yeah.
Or bug. I mean, iffy.
It's funny. Twin Rova was my favorite boss fight in all of Ocarina of Time as a kid, and it is my least favorite now that I run randos for good times.
Yeah. Funny enough, Barony is my most hated fight casually, but it's my favorite to do fast. Because it's just about the best fight you can do.
It's so satisfying when you get it right fast as well. Uh-oh.
And that is Spirit done for Marco. He is a hover. Oh no!
Yeah,
what
what
happens
the hell is
going to
for
the
Hylia for Lab Dive? And Pierre?
I think you said Pierre at the beginning of the run.
Child fishing looks like.
Child fishing. And probably Lab Dive, I would assume.
Trying to roll in the water.
Yeah, it doesn't really work that way.
But we haven't seen child fishing, have
Get
we?
Adele up in here because he's rolling in the deep.
Oh, God.
We're just hunting for
fish
those
please.
hover boots.
What if it is behind fishing? We still don't have child or adult fishing completed yet. Yoshi. What's I'm supposed to be one making the puns. Where's Polly at? We need Polly with the puns.
Polly had a good one earlier.
We need all the puns.
After Jabu had nothing in it, saying that looks like it's Baronade.
Looks like Marco's taking the gamble to go visit the babies.
See, I loved it too. I laughed like that on the inside as well.
I don't know why I thought that one was so funny.
All the credit goes to Polly for that one, though.
Polly is a king of puns, man. So it looks like what the hell has happened is gonna go check Hyrule Field as child.
Listen, if Polly is the king of puns, I will gladly be his queen.
Ooh.
Yas queen!
As long as I get to stay the scrub queen, it's all good.
And Marco's going cuckoos! Hey, Kuiper!
Chicken time!
Kuiper!
Playing with some cocks on stream. Oh yeah.
The one instance where it's okay to talk about video game players playing with their cocks on the stream.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you're not playing with cocks every day, I don't know what's wrong with you.
Link
actually,
is an
they're playing with someone else's
wrangler.
cocks. They aren't actually Link's.
See, when Lost is in here, this is just an unrated stream. We know that. And Wooden.
Oh yeah,
when Wooden's in here.
I did commentary for another channel yesterday, and I had to be very aware of my language. Because I tend to be rather crass.
I didn't know you had a filter.
Can we talk about how Andrew has?
I'm capable of not
7
cursing
cocks
when
and he lost
necessary.
them all?
Well, fuck that.
I mean, I can hold down a normal day job and stuff. I can not curse.
Oh, I have to go to my back room and cuss like 4 times in a day at work. Customers make me mad.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I'm honestly really hoping Kukos does have the amazing hover boots. I would love for the grand finals, second to last match, if it does have hover boots. To be cock required. Because if it is here, Marco wins. Absolutely. was fishing. Fishing was arrow refill. So, nothing useful. They skipped river. I know Marco skipped it because he had spirit open. So he just left. He did check the top of the river, but not the grotto or lower.
Yeah.
And here's the clock play.
Double magic!
No! My memes!
Well...
Hey, South Park is now in Logic. We have cock magic.
Oh. Fuck. I was not expecting that.
Neither was I.
God damn.
For those of you that don't
to even.
For those of you, let me explain myself, okay? Let me do some explanations here, okay? Cock magic is the title of an episode in South Park. Okay.
I figured it was something like that, but still, that was very out of left field. Yes, cock magic to power the condom. Chat's got it right.
Oh man.
Anyway, Marco's gonna go check
we've got a
Skull
lovely
Mask.
race going on here. What the hell's happened? About to get his very own mirror shield and probably gonna head straight to Spirit. Marco about to go visit the Deku babies. So if you have Deku babies, feel free to spam them in chat once again.
No. He's going Spirit. And that's twice today you get to see Deku babies lost.
I get to see my babies! They're so cute! I'm sorry, they are ridiculously adorable. They are so cute. They're the cutest thing in this game.
I gosh, you got this emote I can use now. Oh yeah.
Uh-oh, what the
Sorry
hell's
for the
happened?
shameless self-promotion, but oh my god, they're adorable.
Synchronizing. Cool.
I think Marco's gonna go to river now. He's gonna check. Oh, he's gonna go check spinning pot.
Pottery. Pottery is another one that was in contention.
Yep,
Yeah.
it is
Really insane logic.
really roundabout logic, but it is available because of when Dins and Magic became available. Or is he
What kind of logic is it?
roundabout?
Yes.
Because it's spinning.
Also the word yes was a pun. Yes does a song called Roundabout.
Oh, okay, sorry. I
To be continued. That's where the to be continued meme comes from, if you know that one.
Nope. I don't know pop culture. I'm
Oh,
old.
you should find yourself some good to be continued memes. Those are really good.
I'm old. I don't know pop culture.
So I'd imagine what the hell has happened is gonna go pretty much straight to Twin Rover at this point. Oh, and the Lifelike gonna get his feeding fit in for the day.
Nom, dude. He's
Why
switching
are
off
you
the
changing tunics? You don't actually have to, dude.
You
Doesn't
get
wanna
used to
lose
it
that
when
fashion.
you do.
You can't in Rando, though. That's one of the modifications they made to make logic
Yeah,
less
but-
stupid.
100% speedrunners, we have that muscle memory of just changing tunics. When you get eaten by a like, you don't lose it. It's pure muscle memory at that point.
Alright, so we know that it's not, the hover boots are not in here, but here's our chance to reconcile, the logic of small keys.
Possibly.
If we knew...
Okay,
Okay.
that's not a key. Is this one over here a key?
And Marco checking river, 2 checks. 2 possible hover boot locations.
No. Okay, so they were in.
Yep.
They were potentially
Okay,
checking
so
potentially in logic.
ZL did not lock spirit progression. Okay.
Watch, hover boot's gonna be right here just spinning on this pillar.
Mm-hmm.
Just laughing at all of us.
Just chilling out in
Like,
plain
hi.
sight.
I gotta get a bonk in for good measure.
Nope,
No,
just an
it's
arrow
about
refill.
Arrow refill. But there's still the plateau grotto.
It cannot be Darunia. Darunia is ZL locked.
Also, top of lab.
Top of lab, yep. Adult fishing.
Or
yep.
fishing. Yeah, no, we still have several things in play for where it could be.
Yeah, but
And,
we're running
and
low at this
since we've
point.
clarified ZL logic, we know that it could be lax. Marco hasn't gone back adult.
No,
Or hasn't
he
switched
checked
age yet, has he?
He checked it.
Okay.
It was checked.
Okay. My bad. Gold ruby? Okay. That's
Yeah,
another
we're
thing.
checking.
If we're gonna get all of the memes covered in what is possibly the final match of this season, we need to find our gosh darn paperweight, and we need to find our glorious emerald. And our ice arrows. Those two. If we're going for peak meme percent, we gotta find all the peak meme stuff.
And there is
Oh!
a heart piece.
Not.
Smacked
It's-
by the
So,
iron knuckle.
Yeah, but
Not
with
in
that
river.
double D, it's not that hard.
Double D, not hard.
Anyway, I don't think he caught a peek at what was out here before, so he's gonna go and confirm that for himself, Marco.
I'd be
And what the
surprised if
hell's
he's gonna tell
getting
that
his
was Goron
golds?
Tunic. Oh, maybe it can't be deep fire. So I hope that's
Hovers
not the play he's
cannot
making
be
here.
on
Are these-
on the Ganon's Castle Fairy Fountain though, because that requires ZL to open.
Ah, true.
So he's just gonna go back to Lake Hylia. Probably lab dive would be my guess, and I don't think he's done child fishing yet either.
That sounds correct to me.
And I don't believe we've seen Tektite Grotto by anybody, or the two Bomblock Grottos. Actually, no, I think we saw both of them by the South Grottos. I think you did both. Tektite was a hard piece.
Chat saying
Okay.
Tektite got peaked. So. Yep, lab roof, adult fishing. Things that
We're
are still
coming down
in
to
play.
last checks.
And I'm sure Marco would feel very vindicated if fishing held what he was looking for.
It would be hysterical, honestly, if it's on adult fishing.
Our hovers cannot be in adult fountain because ZL is the only logical access to adult fountain.
Rude fish for Marco.
Also can't be Ganon's Fairy because that requires ZL to activate.
Fish, please. There we go. Not bad. Good backup.
Yep.
Which we know this is dead already, but at least he didn't spend too long here, as what the hell has happened is heading to Twin Rova.
Mm-hmm.
If he somehow makes a play to go straight to Lake Hylia and check fishing in the roof, that would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'd be surprised.
Hoverless Volvagia was not a trick in 4.0. It was
Will it be in
added
5.0?
in. It is enableable as a trick now in dev build, and you know is slated to be included in 5.0 when that becomes a thing. But it was not added for 4.0. Hoverless Volvagia does not exist in this version of Randomizer.
I'd be surprised if we didn't add it with how easy it is.
5.0 is when it's ready. I would say a minimum of at least a few more weeks. Probably over a month, but you know, it's hard to tell.
It should be here before season 3 though.
Well, yeah, considering we aren't planning on starting season 3 until the fall. Yeah, it ought to be here before autumn.
Cool.
It autumn be.
Can you go away?
No!
Just boo.
Oh yes, it feels so good to not be wanted for my puns.
Okay, you had like two like good ones. That one fell over.
Because they know how to sequence break, Fira. These guys know lots of tricks that are allowed within the rule set, but that are not accounted for in the logic of how the randomizer places items.
This
They were able to bypass it
rough.
using a
What the hell's-
glitchless jump easily,
Ooh.
but it was out of logic.
I think that was 2, maybe 3 misses. Just not good cycles on them. They can be really trolling. Just these have really bad lineups at times.
Oh, okay, yeah, Fira. So there's a jump that you can do to get to the Volvagia platform without the hovers. That's
Yep,
how they
there's a
sequence
glitchless
it.
jump so that you can jump from the ledge just below the platform where the Goron is at in the room in front of the boss key door. If you're down on the lower platform and hugging your shoulder against a wall, there is some interesting interaction between Link's model and the wall that I can't really go into the technical details about because it's above my head. But there is an interaction there that allows you to jump further.
I believe it's when you jump against a wall. I believe it extends the hitbox that Link can grab. Something along those lines.
It's technical and kind of wonky, but it is not especially difficult to pick up once you're aware of its existence and have seen it pulled off a couple times. It's just turning 90 degrees with your shoulder to the wall and holding forward and A.
What's going on here? He's standing still.
He's probably either thinking or taking a bathroom break.
I would
Didn't post
imagine.
anything in the IRC. so-
Probably pee break. 'Cause that's like one of the few pee breaks you actually get during rando.
Yeah. All these lucky male runners who can make bathroom trips significantly faster.
See, it's nice you do speedruns, like if you're in the Zelda cutscene, she's showing off a fancy light show, the Nocturne cutscene. You get so much time to go pee. Not in rando. If you do a 4-hour seed, you don't kill Twin Rova, you're screwed. Better have a pee bottle ready or something. Or just be like me and say screw it and just lose like 3 minutes.
Is this the first time we've seen this great fairy?
I
Marco
mean,
did
it can't,
not have
it can't,
Zeo
it
when he
can't
went
have hovers.
toward,
No,
no, it's the
Marco
gold. That's the gold
scale.
scale. Okay, sorry.
I actually forgot the O scale too. It's okay. That's why Lab Dive cannot have hovers.
We're narrowing down the places very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
I assume it just has to be right here at top of the lab.
And that's it!
Hey! Power boots!
Barring anything catastrophic, this looks like we'll be seeing you back here Saturday, folks.
Absolutely.
Yep. Looks like we're getting our front page showcase tomorrow. Cause that is likely game there. Let me see if anybody accurately predicted where those hovers would be.
It's also Sphere 1 because of hookshot placement as well. Hookshot was located at the Slingshot minigame in Dampe. Both of those Sphere 0 only required hookshot to get up to the lab.
But I say, yeah, that doesn't feel too good when you clear water and you could just ran over there real iron boots just to check those
Yep.
checks.
Yoshikyon takes the win with Lab Roof as their bet.
What the hell's
Nice, Yoshi. Congrats.
Not taking into the account that the ZL locks your access here. So not gonna find anything here in Ice Cavern at all. I mean, he is very well aware of that, but there is a
lens
blue
bait.
fire that you can use to unfreeze King Zora. However, that blue fire access is totally locked to ZL as well. No giant wallet.
Lens bait.
It's definitely something, if he decides to come in for interviews, to ask him about.
Hopefully both these guys will be willing to pop in for interview with us. So many fish in bottles this seed. Is that the third?
Yeah.
He knows Ice is dead.
Every bottle besides Rudo's letter has had a fish in it. Yes, we are barring something catastrophic, we are looking at a game 2 tomorrow. And since we do still have the fair play agreement in effect, if one of these runners were to crash, the other is in agreement to give them up to 15 minutes to recover their lost progress, so...
Fair play agreements.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of the coolest things, I think, to be introduced into this brackets play. I really, really like that addition.
Yep. If I'm remembering rightly, the original suggestion was put forward by Juke. And then, you know, Juke and me and Anat and Trez and I think Hamsta as well, a bunch of us, you know, worked out the details of how to implement it. But I do believe the idea originated with Juke. The concern about VC crashes, and then me immediately going, hey, if we're gonna do something for VC crashes, we need to be, you know, respectful for people with emulator crashes too. And so we worked out the fair play agreement.
Are emulator crashes on Rendo that common?
Not super common. Less common than the VC crash.
Enough that, I mean, you know, how often are VC crashes? There's like a 1% chance, but you know, if it happens near the end of a run and that you're racing, or even just midway through, it just is kind of terrible.
And we did have one instance of that happening in brackets play.
Oh, there were several instances of fair play agreement being put into effect. I want to say
almost half a dozen.
3 or 4
it was a
of them
lot
at least.
Yes, Ice Cavern is Serenade, absolutely. 100%.
Yep, guaranteed Serenade. By logic, and hints, and where other things have been placed.
Let's see, what did King Zora have? $20.
Fat
He
20
pays
for
decently.
us.
It will be a match 2 tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific.
I
And
may
that
just
will
have to
be the
set my
final match of
alarm
the
to
tournament.
get up for it anyway.
See, I work at
Sucks,
8 a.m. Eastern, so...
I work in the evening tomorrow.
Oh no, so I wake up early to watch and then...
Go back to sleep and then get up for work.
Yeah.
There you go.
For me, the race starts at 8 a.m. and I work from 3 to 11. In the evening.
What I could tell, the main thing I put what the hell happened behind...
Anyway.
Main thing was execution. Marco's execution was top tier. What the hell happened had decent execution, it just dropped off here and there. And then not realizing hovers is... ZL locked is huge.
Yep, the trip into Ice Cavern. I mean, he was already at the threshold of defeat upon entering. Even with the barring something catastrophic asterisk that we've attached, something catastrophic might even not be enough to save what the hell's happened after the trip into Ice Cavern.
Oh yeah. With the execution difference this run, Absolutely. I think if they both enter Shadow at the same time, Marco would take it. He's just been on point the entire race. He knows he has to play amazing to win twice, and he's showing it. And what the hell's happened? Off to check double defense fairy. Which obviously not going to be there due to being ZL locked. But I'll say this is finally a Lossy that isn't a jet, but also, I mean, this run is kind of some bullcrap though. I mean, to be fair, if you would have cleared Lake Hylia after water, probably sub to Lake 235. But this sea was pretty nice for the most part. Mirror Shield and Hovers you're looking for a while, but again, clear out Lake Hylia after water, clear domain before
free
Jabu,
hugs!
and
Free hugs!
go mode.
This ain't a damn hippie festival. Stop it with the hugs. Believe me, I've been to several hippie festivals. They're amazing, but that's the only place where you get free hugs. This ain't one of those.
And what the hell's happened back to Child? Probably gonna go check that lens chess minigame.
Yeah, probably taking that chest bait. Yep, it's nighttime and he's not doing anything about it.
Nope.
Taking the lens bait.
He's gonna bring a dog along with him too.
The loyal beasts.
Oh, he got too far out of range to bring the dog with him. Wow. Just gonna leave the dog out in the cold.
Confirms. Hates dogs.
Alright, are we team
Dang.
left side or right side? We start out for the team
left.
left side win.
Always left. If you're right, you're wrong.
1-1.
Not being biased. No, come on, team left. You're better than this.
Team left has to sweep
Long
the
Run
remaining
Ranch
rooms.
strats.
Team left's still in it, 2 and 2.
Left. Team left. Team left.
Yeah, I'm on team left too.
Who
Let's
will
go.
break the tie?
Come on. Come on.
Team left, yeah. There it
That's
is.
what I'm talking about. Take that, team right.
Now what does it reward? A piece of heart? Yep.
Vanilla. I guess you could say team right was team not right. Eh?
I got him.
Yeah. And off to Bongo Bongo goes Marco.
Have not been validated this run.
I mean, validation chess has validation rupee.
The ultimate validation.
Again, this is definitely good to point out that this will be what the hell's first loss in a
First loss
randomizer
in this
tournament,
season,
not
and
ATZ.
the first loss in tournament to anyone but ATZ. Yeah, this is his first loss this season. You know, assuming nothing catastrophic happens in the next few minutes.
Yeah.
Approximately 6 minutes for runners of this skill to get through the tower and smoke the bacon.
Absolutely.
So this
No
will
validation
push
tomorrow.
it to a game 2. Tomorrow will be Marco, it does appear, will be resetting the bracket. So they both will have a single loss, and one more loss will knock them out of the tourney altogether. So, loser go home, winner takes the glory. Now, there aren't
you
any,
know what
like,
the hell's
there's no
happened.
prize
Some
money or
glory.
anything. It's purely, like, glory and Discord swag in the form of having getting to pick your own special color so that you stand out. But
Glorious. Oh, I won't get in. I won't
yeah,
get
we've
in.
got France versus French Canadian.
Ugh, Canada.
Yeah. What the hell is Quebecois?
But I mean, making it to the grand finals 2 seasons in a row, and if you end
Yeah.
up losing both the grand final matches back-to-back
That is
seasons,
why I'm rooting
that's
for
gonna
What the
feel really
Hells.
bad.
That's why I've been rooting for him, because it's just... Oh, it just hurts.
Can we have an OoTR tourney of just Quebecian Canadians?
Like
that
3 people?
being yeah. So the first stage of the tournament can be the Quebec qualifiers.
God, that's terrible.
Yeah. Ugh.
That was terrible. Oh, and will Marco give us validation chest? Is he feeling confident? Or not? Will we see? Will we get memes?
Just please skip the chest.
I want to see it. I want the memes.
I always appreciate any meme that doesn't waste time. Especially in 1v1 grand finals, you know if you lose this last match, you're out.
Oh, well,
You don't
we
waste
did
any
see
time.
Light Arrow versus
We did
Stalfos,
see Mark.
so...
Yep.
That's a really cool strat.
Yeah, did not give us validation chest. He does not feel like he has a lead right now.
Nope.
Now with that hover boot location, you don't. Because you know if...
Available for
that-
so long.
Yeah.
Sphere 2.
Sphere 1, really. All you need is hook shot.
Yep, Sphere
or
1.
bombs and scale.
Sphere 1, you get your
Yeah.
hook shot. Sphere 2, you go and you acquire it. Yeah, it was simply a Sphere 2 check.
Wouldn't it be Sphere 0 though? Because your hook shot was Sphere 0.
Okay, technically
and
the
then
playthroughs
Sphere 1?
don't have a Sphere 0. That's like...
Oh, right.
That
right.
is something that is implemented in A Link to the Past Randomizer's playthrough sections. That doesn't actually exist in OOTR. We don't have Sphere Zeros. We have... our playthrough starts with Sphere 1.
I wonder if that's a possible change, since it's become a standard
It
part of the
actually
vocabulary
has
for
been
OTR
changed
as well.
I should clarify. It actually has been changed on how the website displays them. But if you actually download the spoiler log or play anything on dev, playthrough starts at Sphere 1. Anyway, Marco's fighting Ganondorf!
Yep, and what the hell's happened in chat saying, go to the lab.
Would be a good idea. And a nice
See,
little one-cycle there by Marco.
I saw the words, what the hell happened, go to lab, you moron, and I was like, well, let's not be, like, that mean about, oh, it's him. Yeah, you're perfectly fine to tell yourself to go to the lab. I think he's going.
Oh, you might be making the play. It's gonna be a close one. I think he's gonna make the play, guys. Marco with the easy sub 3. I doubt Ganon's gonna take him 9 minutes.
Does what the hell get to the hover boots before the bacon is fried?
I hope so. It's gonna be close.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z SR.
Find out tomorrow at 11 a.m.
Yeah, find out tomorrow at
I mean,
11 a.m.
That was about cartoon time though. On Saturdays.
See, this would be a great moment for a to be continued meme if, like, what the hell comes really close to getting the hover boots at the top of the lab when Marco delivers the final blow.
Mm-hmm. Or if Marco crashed like right before the final hit on Ganon.
Yeah! See,
getting that
Tannerin.
awful VC crash meme. And then just cuts to black. Find out who wins tomorrow. One more slash on Ganon. Big ass falls down. Oh, it's gonna be so close. I don't think he's gonna get it before the game ends.
Yeah, we're all jamming out to it here. We all know it.
Oh no,
Oh no, he's going lap dive!
Aw.
And GG 252.40.
Oh, GG.
GG Marco. I can't hear him.
Oh. I can hear the I can hear that music.
Music.
Is the capture card
Hey
set as
Marco,
the mic device?
your mic's picking up your game audio real loud.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, hi Marco.
Yeah,
Sorry.
what's up?
Sorry, I was using the wrong device for the.
So yeah, Marco, viva la France.
Baguette power.
Not over yet.
I
Yep.
would say after that race, how do you feel about tomorrow's race? Gotta feel pretty good after that execution.
Yeah, I mean, my execution was alright. My riding was good, but like I really wasn't expecting to win this, to be honest.
Was it because of hover boots or?
Yeah, because of hover boots. When I got hover boots, I had done like every single check in the game in logic except fishing and one check in valley. So at that
Yeah,
point,
you never did waterfall, did you?
yeah, I skipped it.
Yeah, that was quite the location. Yeah, you both finished water, you both shot the sun, and then you both just left Lake Hylia.
Yeah, I didn't have Scarecrow anyway, so
Yep.
couldn't do it. But yeah, this was an interesting seed. Like logic-wise, finding Mirror Shield before Hover Boots was really good, because then it locked a lot of checks. Everything behind ZL was not in logic, so because of that, I could narrow down my checks.
Yeah, we were spending a lot of time parsing out, like, okay, where were spirit keys? Were the spirit keys ZL locked? Could it be on light arrow cutscening? We spent a ton of time theory crafting what was and was not in logic.
Yeah, I actually paid a lot of attention on that. I knew there was no key behind ZL, no key behind magic in Spirit. So that's why actually I rushed Spirit after Mirror Shield. I was really expecting hovers there because of like the scale in Graveyard, Way of the Hero. It made everything in logic, but no. Nope.
Yeah, it's quite the sea, logically.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
very
kind of
fun
stuff I like.
popular.
Yeah, Spear 2 Go mode item.
Oh wow, nice.
But yeah, what was
because
your favorite part about
both
that?
those hook shots were super early. Those were both Sphere 1 hook shots.
Yeah, I was actually expecting Longshot quite early because I was fairly sure
Or not
Longshot was
both.
going to be. I was fairly sure Longshot was going to be required for the hammer because of the key layout in Spirit. Like you need 3 keys and Longshot to get the hammer chest in Spirit. So I really thought 1 key was behind hookshot, but actually I think not. So I think 5 keys were available without hookshot in Spirit. So I guess the hammer was in logic just with without the hookshot. I'm not sure. Complicated.
Yep. What was your favorite part about this particular seed?
Just generally thinking about like the logic, trying to find the item that I actually missed in logic that I need to find that is earlier in the seed. That's usually what I like to do, like doing out of logic stuff and then going back, trying to figure out the logic and getting the items that I need that I missed. So like hover boots near the end was interesting, even though I got like unlucky because it was on my last check. But just knowing that many checks in the game are dead, like I knew the well was dead, every single ZL check was dead. Knowing that is really good.
Yeah, that's something I need to work on in my own personal play. Is figuring out some of that kind of stuff. Lost mentioned it on comms about maybe 30 to 45 minutes ago. It's easy. It's one thing to say to follow logic while you have the view of everything, you have everybody else's perspectives, you have the information that some people may or may not have. But when you're doing it on your own, it's a much more difficult skill set.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, with like a lot of seeds on my back, I'm used to that. Usually, I usually don't fall in the logic traps. Like I think what the hell's happened did some out of logic checks because I watched just at the end when I finished. I saw him doing like lens minigame, and I never found it. So
Yep, it was in Adult Zora's Fountain.
oh yeah, okay. Yeah, so yeah, that was out of logic. So
Yep.
I guess he forgot about hovers being needed for Fire Temple, or maybe he just never checked the chest after the boss key in Fire.
He did not. He did leave before that chest.
Oh, so he couldn't know for sure.
But hi, what the hell happened? GG, man.
Yo, congrats,
GG.
Marco. GG.
Hey, thanks.
Do you have a question? What the hell? So you had no idea that hovers was locked behind CL?
No, I'm an idiot, but
So apparently you didn't check the map chest, so you couldn't know actually.
yeah. I don't know. I just thought, okay, I have no justification.
Rip.
I fucked up.
Had one other question for you from your trip into Spirit Temple. You do remember that in Rando, likes can't eat tunics, right?
I didn't know that. Likes, I'm too fast for likes. They never catch me, so I didn't know that.
Yeah, they can't eat your tunics. It was a modification made so that, fire access isn't arbitrarily wallet locked.
Ah, okay.
We all know green tunic's better than red tunic.
I don't know what
Have
happened there.
whatever
That
color
never
tunic
gets
you
me.
want. But this was a
How do you feel
hype
about that
match,
seed?
and this was
It delivered.
crazy to
Yeah.
watch play out.
It was quite the grand finals first match.
And
But
properly
besides
updating the
hover boots-
overlay for chat now, Marco getting a win. So,
Mm-hmm. But what the hell? Besides hover boots being locked, how do you feel about that seed?
I think the seed was fine. I mean, the hover boots thing ended up being a big factor, but I mean, I played super bad anyway, so even if I did know that, I guess the only thing is maybe if I did the lab after Water Temple, but like, I didn't do it, so it doesn't. That was like the
Oh.
only thing that could have changed it, but that at that
Yeah.
point it didn't matter if I knew about the lock stuff or not. But I didn't. But other than that, like I played bad. I think route was okay.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh,
but now I feel like an idiot. So
I have a question about routing. So, what the hell? You got the hook shot pretty early. It didn't wind up making that too much of a difference because there was so much on child side that the amount of time that you had the hook shot versus the amount of time that Marco had the hook shot was practically negligible. But Marco, we were concerned for a small moment that you had autopiloted over the slingshot minigame.
Yeah.
What was your reasoning behind that, or was that exactly the case?
So the route I chose to do at the beginning was the open grotto in Hurlfield, where you just go back to the market at night. So when it's night, you can do archery at that point. And then I could have done it, I guess, when I played Prelude to go adult for the first time. But I had 58 rupees, I think, so I couldn't do both bowling and archery. So, like for routing optimization, I wanted to do bowling and archer at the same time when I start Child 2, I think was a better routing option. So that's why I didn't do it. But yeah, when I found the hookshot there at 1 hour, I felt really behind for sure. Because I just did the trip to forest without a hookshot. I had to redo it.
Oh, definitely. And the amount of things that are Sphere 0, Sphere 1, Sphere 2 in this seed, when you find anything late on something that doesn't require much for logical access, there's no way that in a 1v1, no matter how good you've done the rest of it, there's no way you don't feel behind in regards to like, oh, I'm almost certain that someone else has done this already. There's no way.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I thought the same for hover boots actually, because they were not that far in the seed.
Sphere
But-
2.
Yeah.
Man, we're just 16
So,
hours away from game 2.
Yeah, so I don't know if you
God.
lads know, but there is something a little extra going on tomorrow with Grands. You guys are going to be featured on Twitch front page.
Wow.
Oh God.
So,
Oh.
play your hearts out, lads.
That's cool.
We esports now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No pressure, though. That's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be very hype.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I cannot wait. I might even set an alarm to come and watch myself.
I'm seriously considering getting up. It's 8 a.m. my local time, and I'm seriously considering getting up to watch it, because I'm so excited to see how this plays out.
Yep. Me too. Me too. So what else was what was your favorite part of the seed? What the hell?
When I saw Marco was done, so I could stop playing. Favorite
Damn.
part? I don't know.
The cat.
The cat. The
Sorry,
cat's a
I
good part of
can't-
the seed.
She has some insight she wants to share, I guess.
Perfect. Perfect.
That
response.
really encapsulates all of our
Perfect.
thoughts on this seed.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
wait! I
she's-
found my favorite part.
She's noisy.
I think-
Oh, go for it. Go.
When it was the 50-50 for toilet or water bosky, and I just picked water bosky, so I never did toilet. So that felt good.
Oh. Wait, toilet was a
Neither
key,
of
I
you-
think, so...
Neither of you checked
Yeah, it wound up being
toilet.
a key.
Okay.
No, obviously, toilet was way of the hero so that you could have all the keys necessary to get the ice arrows and go back to do Bango Bango the proper way.
Hey, fake Trez.
Hello.
Oh god.
Oh, that is a really fake Trez.
Hello. No, I'm not.
How's it
What
going?
the hell? What the hell? What did you do?
I was asked. Sorry, Trez. Sorry.
You actually made me money. Good job.
Yeah, that's what you told me. You told me before the race, don't check further in Fire Temple to see if it's hoverlock, and I'll give you part of the money we get tomorrow.
Wait, what?
Sure.
No.
Calm down.
Confirmed? Australia?
Was I not supposed to tell people?
No, we're not. God damn it.
Ah, shit. My bad.
Now you'll only get 500,000.
Cool. Can I get a cut of like 1% of that? That'll pay the rest of my
No.
student loans.
No, sorry. No, sorry.
Listen, I volunteered so many times. I've been here for you, Trez.
Nah, sorry.
He only pays lost.
All right,
I want to buy a
No
new
chat
car.
paid me. Trez did.
You want a
Chat
new car?
did.
What kind of car are you buying? Are you gonna buy like a 1969 Pinto with that kind of money?
Nah, I'll buy a smart, because that's all I can afford. The
A
Twitch
smart car. I mean, okay, all right. This is totally off topic, but I have to say, when I went to Italy, the people who were angry smart car drivers were hilarious because it's like, man, that car would break on me if you hit it. Like, come on.
You want pics of me in a smart car? Well, no. How about no?
What about
I
if
just-
it was on the front page of Twitch? Would you do it then?
Maybe as a 1K sub.
Sell out!
I knew it.
All right. I just wanted to come in to say GG, because now we're one goal away, one game away from not having a tournament anymore.
You're bad, man.
Oh, don't you worry. Another tournament just started today, just for a different game. Just for a different Ocarina of Time mod.
If you want to watch that, there's 10 minutes left, and it's super close, and only 50 people are watching it.
That's not nearly
Are
enough.
you implying that I should cut this interview short and go raid
No.
ZSR2?
No, enjoy your interview.
Oh, I'm not
Marco,
even following
what
CSR too.
Dang it!
Russian?
But yeah,
I'm following
yeah.
now, okay?
GG Marco, by the way.
Thank you,
Congrats.
Trez.
When is season 3? In fall.
In the fall. Yeah.
My current schedule is like starting late September, early October.
Yeah, September was what I thought we'd discussed. Like, late
Yeah.
September. But this has
We have
been a
enough stuff in
glorious
summer.
tourney so far, and somebody is getting the bragging rights tomorrow. Somebody is gonna pick their own custom color for Discord swag. 'Cause
Maybe there's something else on top.
maybe Trez has something up his sleeve. Probably not a new car.
Okay, the winner. I'm not joking. The winner will get a new car.
Oh.
It's gonna be a Hot Wheels.
It's a Hot Wheels!
Damn it!
Hey, here's the thing, Trez. It can't just be any Hot Wheels. It can't be any old standard Hot Wheels. It has to
It will be
the
a smart
Hot
car.
Wheels. It has to be the Hot Wheels Speed Racer track, where you have Speed Racer and the dude in the gold car whose name I can't recall off the top of my head, but that was a badass Hot Wheels track.
I never had a Hot Wheels
You
track.
know what was the badass one was a Hello Kitty one. That one was the best.
Get out of here!
Hey, Trez, how do you feel that that cock magic was mentioned on your stream today?
Ask Lost. I have nothing to say here.
For folks asking who is providing commentary for Grand Finals Game 2 tomorrow, which sassy members of the ZSR fam are going to be providing the memes and the jokes? We've got Cubs Rule, 10th Doctor, and a herd of bronies. We've got another top-tier comms team coming to you tomorrow.
And
That'd
that's
be
why I
true.
need to leave, because I need to actually close down the other stream. So be back in like 45 minutes, everyone, for the Wind Waker Randomizer final.
Yep, we've got another grand final coming up here on ZSR OG standard no suffixes today. We have Wind Waker Randomizer grand finals going on.
God, that's crazy. It's a big week for ZSR.
There's a lot of cool stuff going on. 2 tournaments coming to a close. Another tournament opening up today. We got all kinds of crazy hype going on.
There's always more to come.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and for those
So-
who are concerned about their rando going away with this tournament over soon, tomorrow, let me reassure you that the NA Weekly and the EU Weekly are going to continue, so you can continue to watch or participate to your heart's content.
Yes, indeed. So with what the hell's Marco? Any final thoughts about the seed? Any anticipations, excitements for the race tomorrow that you're looking forward to particularly?
I'm going to bed right now so I can be ready for
Yeah, I'm hoping for a a seed that has some complex logic, I guess.
Yeah, hover boots in fire again. That's too complex for me.
Awesome. Maybe 50 skulls AD.
Yeah,
I'm done with that.
I mean, you
That's
guys
cool.
got the AD
The-
today.
The dream of Rudo's letter on unfreezing King Zora. Will it be realized tomorrow?
We
That'd
were
be
very disappointed that we did not see our glorious penny, we didn't see a paperweight, and we didn't see ice arrows. So you guys really failed at meme percent today.
And thank you for that.
Well, cool.
Validation rupee.
The fact that it's a meme makes it better for me, honestly. Like before it was like a big like standard like, haha, you got the validation rupee. I was just be like, shit. But now I'm like, all right, we're valid. Okay, cool. It feels better.
Does a spoiler log for whatever reason tell you where the rupee is? I'm guessing it doesn't.
It's included. You can look that up.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Okay,
It,
sometimes-
instead of being rupees 5, rupees 20, it is rupee 1. It does
neat.
show up in the spoiler as its own item. And on that note, I ought to unlock the spoiler log for this match, for those who are curious about it. Give me just a moment
Cool.
and I'll do that.
You want to tell us where the validation rupee was?
I'm literally in the process of typing the command now. I have to
No, tell us
enable
now.
the log and then search for it. Give me a
tell us
sec.
now.
Goodness gracious.
No, I have no sex to spare. Wait, oh Jesus, I did not say that.
I'm sorry, but I think you did.
No way, I just said that.
Our penny was in the well.
Fantastic.
The well was not a trap. The penny was there.
Oh, fun stuff. Fun stuff. Oh, cool.
Oh, what was in the validation chest? Give me a moment and I'll find that as well. Since neither of y'all showed us what was there.
Jeez.
God, why is it not with all of the rest of
Anticipation
Ganon's
mounts.
castle? I don't know why it's somewhere else. Was it bonus slingshot?
Hey,
nice.
nice, you.
Yep, and total number of spears was 13 on this.
That's surprising.
Overtime on ZSR 2.
Okay, well, anybody have
Interesting.
any final thoughts before we send these guys to bed to get ready for tomorrow?
You rolled a mid seed. Wasn't awful.
I think this falls on the awful end of the spectrum. These guys are just good enough to accommodate it.
No, there was nothing bad about this seed besides AED. That was the only bad thing about this seed.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Like, we
Also,
got all
the-
the items for ZL. Like, they were kind of early, so.
Also, yeah, the Freaky Friday race is taking place very soon.
Mm-hmm. As far as I'm aware, we will not be showcasing that this week with everything else that's happening right now. But if you wish to participate, that's going down.
Yeah. Well, cool. Guys, thank you for letting me commentate. This was incredibly fun.
Yep. I do appreciate it as well. Gonna do the winter finals and grand finals. Couldn't ask for more.
Yeah, and best of luck to both of you. What the hell's happened? And Marco. Best of luck. You are both amazing runners and very deserving of being in grands. So best of luck to both of you tomorrow.
Yeah,
Thanks.
please go
Thank
follow them.
you.
Chat.
Thank you.
Yes, Cubs putting the commands in chat. Go follow them. But I think we will call it a night here. I'm gonna send y'all to watch a little bit of Beta Quest here in just a minute. Have a lovely night, y'all.
Peace out, Cub Scouts.
Bye. Oh, Jesus. Bye, everybody.